debt is grinding you down, it might be time to call an audible with a SoFi personal loan. It consolidates your debt into one low monthly payment with no fees required. And with as soon as the same day funding, you can make the right play fast. Call an audible on your debt today at SoFi.com/debtplay. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debtplay.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Time.
I got to divorce my wife and have my kids bleed out because the Giant game's on. Otherwise, I'm not a real fan.
Hahn.
What kind of fan are you?
Not a good one.
And Rosenberg.
The Peter haters who call, stupid. The Peter fans who call, very bright.
This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
301 of the big city. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg with you till 6:30, and then it's the Red Hot Mets, who won 6 of 10, taking on the Tigers in Game 2 of their 3-game set. What's up, boys?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Still waiting on the Knicks. It's going to be a while. We are now inside a week, it looks like, because if they do start on Tuesday, today's Wednesday, get it? We're closer. We're getting a day closer. They didn't take my idea, by the way. They're still here. I've been telling people about my idea, just get out of Dodge.
Such a good idea.
Go to like the Stone Mountain, Georgia or something, rent out a couple of basketball courts, and get out of Dodge. Everybody loves the idea. Thinks it's fantastic.
I used it today on Get Up.
And what'd they say?
Everybody
Did you get a
nodded.
response?
It was a nod.
You got a nod?
Well, I mean, it was in the middle of a whole. Like I kind of went on a tangent off to the side and then came back.
See, this is why now I know why I'm not asked to do TV.
Go ahead.
Because I might have turned the table over if I had that good of an idea and all I got was a head nod.
You would have been too much.
I would at least went on a rant or something. Let's go to the next highlight.
You clearly don't watch these shows because that's literally what like Mad Dog does and Kendrick does and Stephen A. does.
Just nod?
No, flip over tables and go off on tangents. Exactly.
That would work.
Did I get any credit for this or you stole it? I'm okay if you stole it.
I did steal it.
No,
I said it fast. You know what? How fast rap would have been in my ear if I'm like, my co-host Don LaGreca on our show, Don Hahn Rosenberg, rap. Like I'd never get it out.
Rap.
Yeah, it is tough in that spot.
And then I would have been like, I think the Knicks should go out of town. Because they would say rap in my ear.
And
Get it?
No, you'd go 25 a month.
5 whole years.
That's how you.
Don Hahn and Rosenberg.
That's how you rap.
I would have interrupted myself.
25 a month.
Thinking it was a rejoin.
It felt like he was doing Rap and Duke there for a minute.
It really
didn't
did.
It, Peter?
Da-ha, da-ha.
Da-ha.
Da-ha. Da-ha. I was on the radio with your brother today, Don.
You were?
I was.
On the radio.
Oh, that's right.
Which one?
On Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7.
Of course.
I did the big show, Busted Open.
The Big Show.
With Dave, and he told me that you guys spoke last night, and he said that he told you that you do need to watch Beyond the Mat.
He was also a tad bit surprised I hadn't seen it.
Because
I'm like, does anybody know me? I'm not a wrestling
It's
fan.
not about that, though. It's about you like good movies, though, and you like
right.
It's like and you like the documentaries.
See, that's the direction he went in. It's like but you love documentaries.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know about it. Now I know.
Now you know.
I'll give you the weekend. I'm going to give you the full weekend. That's till Monday, Don, to you and me.
But you got nothing else going on.
And there's got to be a time when the kids go to bed. You don't get 90 minutes a night ever?
90.
Well, we're in the NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. I got a lot of things I'm watching.
The Knicks aren't. Well, okay.
The NBA.
There is a key game.
No, you know what?
I
You went a
was
little
very
far.
political.
No, you went a little far.
I got a little out of hand myself.
I got the NHL. I got the NBA playoffs. I'm like, do you though?
Yeah, they don't play till next week.
Cavs and Pistons though tonight.
See, that's something I'm going to watch. I'm going to say something right now.
Game 5.
I'm going to say something right now. This is no reflection on you. I think I've watched more Cavs and Pistons than you.
I know you have.
I've watched an inordinate amount of that series.
I watched the
someone who's not a big basketball guy. I've watched a lot of that.
Well, you're doing the work.
Felt compelled.
You're preparing for the conference finals.
But we do have some breaking news.
Oh, already?
Go Knicks.
No.
Well, Max Fried left the game today. Yankees are taking on the O's, and it's on Prime, so it's a rumor here. And there was a lot of speculation why he left in the third inning. Well, Brian Hoke says he exited the game with left elbow posterior soreness. He will be examined by the team physician, Dr. Chris Ahmad, and undergo imaging tomorrow in New York.
General soreness.
No.
Well, don't even joke, because this
Here we go.
This could be big.
Didn't he get the elbow looked at?
Yeah. But this is the natural progression of things, right?
But wasn't that last year?
Yes. But Kay always said something that would drive Peter and I crazy. And he would say it a lot. Well, they don't want to put him in an MRI. They'd be afraid of what they find. You're paying these guys like $40 million a year. Find things.
Yeah,
find things. Let's not ignore.
Why wouldn't you want to find?
Let's not be like half the elderly men in New York who are like, no, if I go to the doctor, they'll tell me something bad. I'm just not going to go to the doctor. And all of a sudden you drop dead at something that they could have cured if you just went to the doctor.
Yeah, it can't be that.
I don't understand why you hear this. So did they not give a thorough examination just to find out later on it's something bad? I don't know what it is, but it doesn't sound good.
No, it's not.
No elbow, because the first thing you think is Tommy John,
You
right?
know, my line is always this. It is something I've said for years. You know, it's like, hey, remember that time you had your elbow checked? Whatever happened to that?
Well, don't check the elbow. They might find something. No. Let's just wait for the arm to fall.
But the thing is that you had your elbow checked and everything, you rest and you were fine. But it doesn't mean it went away.
No.
It doesn't mean it's not still lingering. And that's the part that makes you worry. And so, yes, I was hoping it was a blister, not a blister.
Now,
no,
not good news.
No.
But let's just say,
not yet,
for sake of argument, it's really bad. They are built to withstand this because who's coming?
Yeah, Garrett Cole is on his way.
Now, you wanted the embarrassment of riches.
Yeah.
But this is kind of how it works in baseball. When you have 7 great pitchers, by the end of the season, you really only had 3 because 2 of them got hurt. 1 of them never lived up to expectations. You need depth in your rotation, not for the embarrassment of, look how many great pitchers we have. We're never going to lose a game. We might go to a 6-man rotation because we've got 3 guys that are going to be Cy Young Award winners. No, it's because somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to go down. It's either going to be out for a couple of weeks or season-ending surgery. This is why you get excited about Rodon and Cole, because not the embarrassment of riches, but because you're going to need that depth because somebody's going to get hurt, and it might be Max Fried. Because this is what happens to pitchers. Peter and I would talk about it all the time. Why do we give all this money to pitchers just to watch them get hurt? They all get hurt. It's amazing. Oh, we don't want to pay Pete Alonso because the last 2 years of his contract are going to age. But we'll give a pitcher a $1 billion contract for 100 years, and the guy can't last 2 of the 100 years because he gets hurt. Why is it ass backwards with baseball? They won't pay the everyday guy, but the pitcher who's bound to get hurt or bound to be ineffective, we'll give him $36 million a year. Right?
Because pitching is very hard to find. Good pitching is very hard.
And they've worked the whole system, the pitchers.
And on top of this is that when they don't get hurt, get him out after 5 1/3 because he might get hurt. So I'm paying a guy $36 million to pitch half the game because I don't want him to get hurt. Because if he pitches more, he'll get hurt. And then guess what? He gets hurt anyway. We got jobber rules because we don't want to get the kid hurt.
Guess what?
Got hurt.
Yeah. It's weird.
That's why, as much as right now David Stearns is a pariah in Mets fans' eyes because he built a losing team, even though the Mets did win yesterday, is because I like the fact he doesn't want to pay pitchers. That makes sense to me. I can wrap my mind around that because there's logic to it. But then he's illogical, like, I don't want to pay Alonso because his contract's going to age poorly. Every pitcher's contract ages poorly because they all get hurt.
It really does. And if they haven't had it yet.
Well, I want them pre-disaster. I want to sign only pitchers who already had Tommy.
But right when you said it,
post-disaster.
No, yeah. Right when you said it, I'll be honest. Like my brain just went, oh, he hasn't had it yet. Fried's pre-Tommy John. That's a problem. Is that fact? Like that's like the first thing I want to know when you get a pitcher. Because if he doesn't have it, you can guarantee you're missing a year.
Should be on the back of the card.
It really should.
He had Tommy John surgery.
He did have it.
Yeah. Well,
see,
doesn't mean he holds.
But doesn't mean he can't have it again. When did he have it?
And it's like how many times?
Right.
0, 1, 2, like
But it's less.
2014, he's due.
Repeat offender. Oh yeah, he's worn that out.
Guys have had, no, seriously. I don't even want to joke about it.
Don't joke.
No, but it is pre-disaster because in what Robin Williams movie was that? Way back in the late 70s.
Oh wow,
a lot of them.
The World According to Garp.
The World According to Garp. They're looking at a house, and a plane lands on the roof of the house. And he's like, "I'll take it. It's pre-disaster." meaning the disaster already happened, right? Yeah. So obviously that's an exaggeration, but it's 14. I don't even want to speculate, but when an elbow is barky, there's a problem. So Yankees losing today. He left early. So that all of a sudden, we're going to open with the Mets, but this all of a sudden becomes a thing.
Well, there was something Mets, Jake.
Francisco Alvarez is on the IL.
IL, meniscus tear.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have a torn meniscus, but I'm a radio host, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't affect you.
Doesn't stop you.
But a catcher? Yeah, not a good thing.
Well,
So
he's sitting still also.
Right.
He's sitting still in a squat position.
Well,
that's
you're
the tough
sitting
part.
in a chair.
Yeah.
You're
But
fighting
I'm not,
through.
Listen, when
Look
I
at
do
you. You're doing the
kickboxing,
work.
we do
You
squats.
toughing it out.
Well, when we do squats in kickboxing.
And
And
you say ow?
Yeah, every
Oh,
time.
okay.
Ow. No, because you're taking my girth and asking my two knees to hold on, right? When you're squatting,
You're doing what?
Taking a what?
my girth.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice way of saying. Like Peter will say fat slob. Peter will say, I would say I'm battling obesity, and he would say, you're losing.
You were losing. Now you're winning.
Right. So I was trying to be kind. Girth sounds like, man, maybe it's good.
I've
Girth could be good.
only in the last few months been able to crouch again. Remember, I tore my
Right, well, that's
meniscus.
basically you're in the squat.
Come on. Look at you.
Yeah. What do they say
I
to
wouldn't want to
catchers?
stay like this.
No?
When a
But I
catcher's
can do it.
standing behind home plate, the manager's going to, all right, get in the squat.
Well, they don't really sit like that anymore. It's always one knee down,
one
leg
leg
out because they want to frame. They want you. They want you stable.
It's like the butterfly in hockey.
Yeah.
With the goaltender.
Yeah.
You know?
But I just want to say something. What an underrated, difficult, scary, dangerous, annoying, detrimental to your body position catcher is.
Well, that's why.
Honestly, you destroy your body. When you start out doing it, no, it's bad on your knees. I mean, it's just like a really hard thing to do.
Isn't squatting a natural position for the human body?
For how long?
Well,
Why don't you do it for the rest of the show?
Natural position? What? When you're in the womb?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What
That
are
was
you
a crazy
talking
take.
about?
I don't know.
No, he's nuts today.
No, I like it.
I don't know.
I like this Allen. He's out of his mind. He's just saying things. I think he'd get up today. He's
up since 4.
Yeah, anything can be said.
But
isn't that a natural position for 4 hours at a time?
What do you mean?
Squatting? Let's do it for the rest of the show.
Natural position.
It's brutal. Your knees are bent the whole time. Anyways,
It's
plus,
a yoga position.
yeah, I mean temporarily.
Yeah, downward dog is not a natural
Yeah,
position.
well, you don't say that all day.
No, but you can
Downward
sit in
dog
the
doesn't
squat.
bother me because like my
No, you're
shoulders
stretching
are
out.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
stretching.
Yeah.
But the
Squatting
squat,
is tough.
Is
And
it?
then on top of that, when you get to the age where people start throwing hard, like all of a sudden guys are trying to throw at you 85 miles an hour.
See, the part you're forgetting
over and over again.
is squatting and then standing up and then squatting
And
again.
that
and then
part
standing
too.
Up. That's
well,
the
that's
part
why
a bit of
that's
wear
why
and
you
tear.
always lived. It was the first load management that made sense. No day games after night games. You didn't want your best hitter to be a catcher because they're going to wear down. That's why
Oh,
Mike
I didn't even
Piazza's
mention
learning first base.
I didn't even mention how annoying it is getting dressed for the position. Everyone else just walks out there.
all
You have
that
to get
gear.
There's a
dressed
reason.
every
Do
time.
you know what they call the equipment for
You don't
for
know
a catcher?
No.
What's the nickname for the equipment?
Well,
catcher's equipment.
I'll tell you, the first time I heard it, I played every position in baseball in high school except catcher. So in my last game, they had me catch, so I could say that I played every position.
By the way, I love that. What do you mean they? Like the Hall of Fame, or you mean you said, guys, I want to play. I've never done it before. Like the league, like the powers that be came out. Like we've seen that Mr. LaGreca has never done it. We want to check his box for the Hall of Fame.
Coach O'Brien had to give the go-ahead.
Got it. So you
All
said
right.
Coach had never done this, and he said, all right, go ahead.
No, in high school, they keep track of things.
Not my high school.
Well, they did.
Okay.
And so I put all the gear on, and my dad's watching the game in the bleachers.
Is what your dad called it appropriate for air?
And I no, because I didn't know it at the time, and then I learned it. So I ran over. It's like, Dad, they're having me catch. And he goes, now I know why they call them the tools of ignorance.
Right.
Wait, that's what they call the.
That's what they call the tools.
You
of
never
ignorance.
heard that?
Never heard that.
Tools of ignorance. Yeah.
Because you got to be out of your mind to play that position.
And why the hell would you agree to just have somebody throw?
But I
90
can't believe
mile an
I'm
hour
embarrassed.
heaters
I've
at
never
you?
heard this.
Yeah,
That
tools
is
of ignorance.
because you literally put on this thing, the chest protector. I mean, don't get me wrong, it offers some protection. But if a 90-mile-an-hour pitch goes, you're killing you.
Well, the idea
it's
is
killing
to
you
catch
dead.
it. You're
The
supposed
idea is catching.
Supposed to catch it.
But you have a bad day. Or the the knee protection. What if it's slightly off the knee and the pitch comes and hits? It's for morons.
No, it's rough.
It's so rough.
But
If
Alvarez
that's the case,
out.
what would they call the goaltending equipment in hockey?
You know, it's funny because
but at least that equipment's better.
Lacrosse, you got to be out of your mind to be a goalie in lacrosse.
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
Can't be. You can't.
But the hockey. But let me just say this about hockey pads. Goalie pads look so much more effective. Like legitimately, someone could, Al McInnes could shoot a puck at you if it hits you square in the pad, you're fine. That's not baseball. I don't think that has a square and you're fine. Do you agree?
Yeah, but there's no hole. There's not supposed to be any holes in the goaltending equipment.
Right.
There's plenty of holes in the
That's
plenty
too
of
many.
exposed area.
Yeah.
Right. That you a foul tip.
Well, that's the part.
It
But
might,
goalies
if
do
it
have,
doesn't
like,
hit your
here-
shin guards, if it doesn't hit your chest protector.
Yeah, the foul tip part is really the part
Foul
that
tip
you
is a
have
problem.
no idea on that. It's going to go where it's going to go.
Yeah.
No, it's so
Anyway,
tough
so
on him.
Alvarez-
So Alvarez is out. But where
God
we
bless.
wanted to begin, we told the Jimmy switches, I like to call it, if you're trying to get something going, Mets wanted to try to get something going. Their offense has been awful. So AJ Ewing gets called up. And you know what? He has a couple of RBIs, has a really good day.
Sparked
and the
the
Mets
team.
score 10 runs, and they win 10-2. And is it something? It's one game. Let's see. The Mets actually been playing okay. They won a couple of series on the road. But listen, the Tigers aren't bad. Score 10 runs. I mean, you're grasping at straws here. But, like, finally it's something tangible, right? Like, all these Met fans who are like, oh, it's early. Stop. That's nothing. Well, that's air. What does it mean? It's early. So what? It's early. You're bad. So you've got more games to be bad.
Stearns even said it's not. You can't say it's early anymore.
Right. You can't say.
But there
Quarter
is
of a
enough
season in.
time to
You're
make a
You're
run.
at the quarter pole of a race, and you're the worst team in baseball.
Yep.
Okay? So I need something tangible. Guys are getting hurt. They can't hit. So they call up a kid. Who is he? Second best prospect in the organization. I think he was 78th in Major League Baseball. So it's a thing. Yeah. And he ends up having a couple of hits. Big triple. His first hit's a triple. I mean, how often does that happen? We've seen first hit home run. My first hit triple. Couple of RBIs. Sparks the Mets. And we'll see if it's anything. But now you got something, right? You fire a manager and you win a game. Hey, you got something. You make a big trade. You win a game. Hey, maybe you got something. This is something I want to pay attention to. Let's see if this can be a legitimate spark. You call up a kid, you score 10 runs, you win a game. Now you got my attention. Now it's not me grasping at straws. Now it's maybe this is something. We'll see.
So it's one player that can change the fortunes a little bit.
And I saw it
while Lubov and Polanco and all them seem like it's still a month away.
Everybody getting hurt. And the one thing,
you know what though, the bark at the park thing seems to be working. It's 4-0 now. Bring your dog to Citi Field and the Mets win. Maybe that's what it's got to be.
Oh, finally.
Told you. It always is something. And there it is.
I'd rather this be something, okay?
Yeah, but bark at the park is more fun.
It's a big
I
thing.
know because you're a Yankee fan.
Bring the
dog.
If you have a Met game and the dogs aren't there and they lose.
They're 4-0.
And then you have Baja Men come back and sing Who Let the Dogs Out.
See, now he's doing too much.
Are they still with us? When I say with us, I mean like.
I don't think they've passed.
We wouldn't know.
Did they music pass?
Yeah, that probably.
Midway through the first time the song was played, they music passed.
Yeah, I don't think. There's
And they were dead. They were dead as a doornail when Steve Phillips invited them to the World Series. They were even surprised. Like they just thought they were being,
punked.
They thought maybe they were just going to be parking cars. You want us to perform
on the field
on the dugout?
Are you sure?
Before the game?
Have you sure? Have you heard the song?
You got.
Listen, whatever.
You're
works
looking
out.
for Baja Fresh. Like, did you want? I don't think there was Baja Fresh.
I don't know if that. I don't know
Baja
if that,
Fresh
is
a
that
pull.
dead.
Yeah, I haven't seen Baja Fresh in a while.
I remember that in The
was good,
Sopranos
though.
with Paulie Walnuts. He's
Baja
like, you want to
Fresh
eat that
was
Baja Fresh?
Yeah, the Baja Fresh. That's how old it is. Baja Fresh.
No, but is it still around?
No, I don't really think so.
Baja Men.
Wow. According to Anthony, they released the song last year, 2025.
Of course
really?
they did.
They are music dead because we didn't know. Coming to a voicemail near you.
Good for them.
I shouldn't make fun.
Oh, wow.
It's, I can't make music.
They
Good
made
for
a
them.
song called Smile.
Yeah?
That's the song, yeah.
Look at
Wow.
that.
Can we hear some of that?
No.
There's a video and everything.
Let's throw more money away on YouTube.
No, YouTube won't hear it. You're good.
We don't need to hear it.
Are you sure, Peter? You don't.
Why are we doing?
You don't want to hear the music?
I don't think we want to do the Baja Man.
Who let the smile out? Smile, 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 smile.
I don't know if that's the song.
Well,
It could be.
I can't rule
it's
it
a
out.
formula that worked for a little while.
By the way, they're not young.
Well,
the band was formed in 1977.
But the song came out in 2000.
God bless.
Right?
What?
I think
So they'd been grinding for 23 years when they found Who Let the Dogs Out. It took that long to come up with that brilliance.
there's great stories about like bands that have like amazing albums, and you find out it's like their ninth.
That's crazy, though. I did not know that.
No, but I think that's what it is.
They won a Grammy.
That and the Electric Slide.
Good for the Baja. Good for the Baja.
Good for them.
The Baja men. They should.
Hey, Tone, you want some Baja Fresh? Do you remember that? I was thinking it the whole time. But I truthfully couldn't remember where I knew it from. But in my brain, I just keep going Baja Fresh.
Right, and then it all came together.
And that's
right?
Paulie, of course.
The things that you discover
Totally.
on Don Hahn and Rosenberg. Pretty good stuff. So we'll hear from AJ Ewing in his night, and also Carlos Mendoza. Alvarez out on the IL. It looks like bad news for Max Fried, so we got some baseball to talk about. The Knicks spoke today, so as they're getting ready to make it to the conference finals for a second consecutive year, waiting for the Cavs and the Pistons to figure things out in their second-round meeting. I got a list coming up in an hour at 4:30, and we've got ESPN at 6, and then we'll hand it off to the Red Hot Mets coming up at the bottom of the 6 o'clock hour as they continue their series with the Detroit Tigers. And keeping an eye on what the Yankees are doing against the O's, the healthy ones anyway. It's Don Hahn and Rosenberg just getting started here on a Wednesday, ESPN New York.
Exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, it's time to saddle up for some big wins with our $65,000 Winner's Circle drawing. Be here every Friday in May between 4 and 6 p.m. when 4 winners will be drawn every hour to win $250 free play. At 7 p.m., 4 winners will join the Winner's Circle to win $2,500 cash. Ride your winning streak where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you're trying to save money but still eat well, just go to Wild Fork Foods and thank me later. You get pork tenderloin for $2.50 a pound, ground turkey for $3 a pound, ground chorizo for only $4 a pound. Those are everyday staples at serious value, and it's all blast frozen, so you're not sacrificing quality. Plus, they've got over 450 options, 7 locations, or same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Go check out Wild Fork Foods.
This is the Michael Kay Show.
The Yankees are a really, really good team, but there are flaws. Is it doom and gloom? Of course not. But there are things that can be improved, and I'll give you a list of them. The bullpen does not have a lot of swing and miss in it. The offense out of catcher is an issue. And another guy that has not performed up to his capabilities and have to get more out of him is Jazz Chisholm.
The Michael Kay Show, weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Attention, New York Verizon mobile customers. Score a massive win with award-winning Fios home internet for an incredible $20 a month, guaranteed for 3 years. Switch today for savings you can count on. Call 1-800-VERIZON now. For new Fios customers with autopay, mobile and home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. 3-year price guarantee applies to the Fios base monthly rate only. Additional terms apply.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I know how a serious accident can change your life just like that.
I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and I understand that with pain comes medical bills and time out of work. Let us get you justice.
This is John Ryan, the closer. For over 35 years, our family has been getting accident victims every dollar they deserve.
I started this firm for the injured, so they can bite back against the insurance companies.
Our legacy is to get you justice. Bite back.
To get you paid. Bite back.
At D'Agostino & Associates, bite back means fight back. When you're hurt and they blame you, we bite back and get you every dollar you deserve. We have offices throughout New York and New Jersey, so call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. 1-800-248-3222. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Hey there, guys. Good afternoon. We've got some big issues over at the outbound George. Lower deck shut down underneath the apartments. Debris fell on the roadway. They're inspecting things. You've got no access there from the Deegan, Cross Bronx, and Harlem River Drive. Definitely want to stick with the West Side Highway, Riverside Drive, and Henry Hudson. Those don't go underneath the apartments. Best approach is heading over to the outbound George. Otherwise, everybody being forced to use the upper level Cross Bronx westbound. Going to run you over an hour and a half. Inbound George, though, in pretty good shape for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln already about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Holland close to an hour. Heavy ride on the northern state eastbound in Nassau County, working on a brush fire over by the Seaford Oyster Bay. This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we know you're no stranger to setting big goals, whether in school, at work, or in life, and you're ready for more. At UMGC, we offer the skills-based education you need to move your career forward. Learn how to apply AI, data science, and other emerging tech, plus gain skills in leadership and critical thinking. You've come far. Succeed again. No application fee if you apply by June 1st. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The ultimate race on water is coming to New York, Sail GP, where international teams go head-to-head in F-50 catamarans flying at over 60 miles per hour. High-stakes racing, iconic skyline views, and unmistakable buzz of summer in New York City. Kick off your summer with the Mubadala New York Sales Grand Prix. That's May 30th and the 31st. Experience the speed, strategy, and spectacle of Sail GP. Sail GP like you've never seen it. 1-800-919-3776. Monica McNutt will join us a little bit later on in the show, her weekly spot on the Wednesday. We also have my list coming up at 4:30. We wanted to play a little bit of AJ Ewing, a good debut, and we'll see if this can kind of spark the Mets into something deeper here. They certainly needed it. Had a triple, and it was pretty cool, too. You saw some Met fans wearing Patrick Ewing jerseys, and so people are kind of getting the connection, and he said he could feel the atmosphere.
I could feel it for sure. It's great. The atmosphere is awesome here.
And did your first big league game exceed expectations?
It definitely beat my expectations. It's undescribable what it feels like to play out there in a big league stadium. It's great, man.
And what stands out about your debut?
Probably the win at the end. Looking around, when I got on first base for the first time, that was when it kind of hit.
See, that I like.
Yeah.
You know, you can get all caught up in yourself and your moment, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's a win. Mm-hmm. So he gets it. It sounds like he certainly gets it.
Yeah.
Carlos Mendoza, his thoughts on Ewing's debut.
Pretty impressive. He's just from the very beginning, the first at-bat, the quality of the at-bat, the takes, not panicking, just under control. He got ahead and still is able to take pitches close to the strike zone, and just the way he was taking them. There was rhythm, he's on time, like pretty good idea. Obviously something that we've seen in the past, the way he controls the strike zone, but man, pretty much perfect at the plate today, and it was just good to see that.
And finally, Alvarez on the IL, and Carlos talked about his injury.
He's going to get an MRI tomorrow and see what we got. Yeah, we just got to wait. It didn't look good on that swing, obviously. We saw it right away. You know, he came out, but we got to wait.
So that's what's happening with the Mets. Keeping an eye on the Yankees as well, as they're in Baltimore and the Fried stuff. So a lot on the table baseball-wise.
Let me on the Mets, though, Don.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we come back, there should be something Well, no, actually, we're not. We already came back.
We're back.
I don't know if he's okay.
I'm not
Alan?
okay. No, I looked up at the clock and I saw the time and I'm like, wait, are we late or are we early?
No,
we were early.
We were early. There you go.
There's something.
Do you think all this was performative?
No, not at all. Not at all. No, because I was thinking.
I'm worried. You guys are into.
No, it's starting to get problems.
I know. I was thinking of something I wanted to discuss with you, related.
Yes.
That there is a lot of time left, but it's not early in the season, right?
Right.
And so things have to turn. There is no move to make if you're Stearns. This was the only move you could have made to do something, right? To give the team. I don't know if this is even like the guys in the room don't see a guy like Ewing, a kid, walk in the room and go, "Oh, let's go. I'm ready to play." Right? Like it doesn't really happen that way. But you do need something to just send you in the right direction because you have so many guys hurt. And Stearns said something that I'm curious how you feel about it. It's the way he worded it, too, that really bothered me.
Mm-hmm.
When he talks about risk assessment, that's the phrase he used. And it's about signing players who have an injury history and hoping that it's behind them or you'll catch lightning in the bottle because, yeah, they've had some injuries, but, it's he's well when he's held, but he's sick all the time. Well, let's hope that this is when he's well, and we'll get the benefit of it. Problem is that both guys injured right away. And so risk assessment, is that, how does that make you feel when that's what the GM is basically suggesting is, hey, you know what, maybe we need to rethink our risk assessment on some of these players because they have a history of being hurt, we brought them in, and they got hurt.
But that's also analytical.
Yes.
Where they look at it and go, all
that's
right,
what
are the
doesn't
odds?
Doesn't that bother you?
Yeah, it bothers me because it's
why are we like rolling the dice on people, hoping it maybe will hit?
Well,
you are a
$300
$300 million payroll. Why would you do that?
They don't look at it. You look at it at rolling the dice. They look at it as very strategic. We're going to do the work. When guys suffer this injury, what percentage of those guys get hurt again? All right, 65% of the time they never get hurt again. Let's bring it in. It's like the old argument that Peter would have and I would have with Andrew Gunling about Wentz being injury prone, right? Maybe the analytics tell you that he's had these injuries. He's not going to get injured again. 82% of the players that have had this injury don't get injured again, except he keeps getting hurt.
Right. Because there's other injuries. Not this injury. Right. It's maybe there is a player who just gets hurt. Like Lindor. You can't really – Lindor having a calf, all right. Like that guy doesn't get hurt all the time.
I know, but you know what?
That'll happen, but you can't –
I am not Mr. Analytics.
See, to me, when you have a player who doesn't always get hurt, but he happens to get hurt, what you're creating is now a situation like you just did where you have the random injury – but you also have injury-riddled players on the team. That creates now 3 players hurt rather than just one.
But, I don't know this for a fact because, again, I'm not an analytic guy, but it sounds to me like injury-prone is looked upon the same way as hot and dew.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
That just seems like, well, he's injury-prone. Well, explain to me why, because he always gets hurt. But scientifically, why does he always get hurt? I don't know. He just always gets hurt. Well, no, that's not a thing. We need to know why, and the odds are telling us that, no, he's not going to get hurt again.
Said,
guess what? He gets hurt again.
He said, certainly we know we're taking a level of risk when we bring players in with injury histories. We're feeling that risk right now, and it hasn't helped that a number of our players have gotten hurt at the exact same time. It's not something we necessarily anticipated.
Well,
whoever anticipates that?
No, you don't anticipate it, but you got to be prepared for it by saying, hey, this guy is injury prone.
So you have the injuries.
I'm not going to get him.
So 2 guys who have injury history come in, and they get hurt. Then the other guy you bring in, Bo Bichette, who you brought in late, who signed a contract that screams, I really only want to be here 1 year because I want to test the market again, can't hit. Normally a good hitter, can't hit. Like honestly, did every single move, like that didn't work, that didn't work, that didn't work. What kind of batting average, never mind to the players, what kind of batting average does Stearns have off this offseason when he vowed this will be a better team?
I know he vowed it because that's what the numbers say, but you know what? Sometimes the 35% of it not happening actually happens instead of the 65% that says it's not going to happen. There was something that was going around social media, I forget what the exact number, like Polanco's missed 26 games.
No.
That's how many games Alonso missed his entire career. But apparently, when analyzing Alonso, the risk assessment of his contract was it's not going to age well, even though the guy never gets hurt.
Right. He's always available.
The fact that you never get hurt and the fact that you always get hurt, apparently that's not part of their calculation.
Bart and I had him on a couple of years ago. I think the year, it probably wasn't. I don't think it was rookie year. I think it was
Pete. Yeah.
Yeah, we had him on. I can't remember the exact time, but it was after.
I remember when you had him on. Yeah.
And he had a line that really we were both like, whoa, when we were talking about him and Judge.
Yeah,
and,
I remember that.
And him saying,
I pride myself on being built to last.
I pride myself on being built to last.
Yeah.
That was his whole thing. Like, I'm available for my team.
Oh.
And that's when Judge was
they
always
didn't
getting
think
hurt.
that was worth considering.
Here's the thing to kind of defend Stearns is that, if you were doing a risk assessment on Judge 3 years ago, you'd be like,
that's true.
I don't know if we're going to be able to trust this guy because he always seems to get hurt.
By the way,
and now it worked out like he never gets hurt again, and now he's had a couple of MVPs and breaking records. Like it just shows you that there is sometimes a flukiness to it where you're trying to catch the guy's been hurt, but we're going to go under the assumption he's not going to get hurt. And then they looked at Alonso, and we're going to go under the assumption that he's going to get hurt. Like, I don't know what they use to figure that out, but, yeah, it worked with Judge. It hasn't worked with Polanco, right? I don't know, but there would have been a time where you would have said risk assessment says don't give Judge a long-term contract. The guy's always hurt.
Right,
and what a mistake that would have been.
Of course it would, yes.
Baseball's so weird,
but here's the question that I really want to get to now is like, okay, so you bring up your top prospect who happens to have pushed through quickly through single, double, triple, right into the majors. He had a good debut. It's one little piece where it's like, okay, a little bit of something, but this is not trade season yet. Everybody, look at the standings. Everybody sucks. Everybody's trying to figure it out.
I know, it's amazing.
Could you say that while it is getting late, because the standings look the way they look and it's so top heavy, that being 4 games out of the last wild card spot really isn't that bad? And that they could, if now you have to do some things with the roster that make you better because you made mistakes. Couldn't you just say that there is reason to believe, like, you know what? It really isn't over. Like, I spent some time when I was coming in, I spent some time on the Mets, and I looked at everything, and I said, you know what? As much as it's easy to just say, oh, they suck, it's over. The usual typical sports talk radio stuff. Blow it up, fire everybody. In all honesty, and I'm not messing with you, Don, there is still a chance that if Stearns does a couple of things right, that this thing could end up turning to a point where they can be competitive in time to try to make a wild card.
But you just said something, doing a couple of things. All right, now you've done something.
Well, he did one thing, but that's not it. He's got to do more.
Right,
but trade season's not
here yet.
yet.
The problem I have with Mets, it's too early, as if to say, well, let's not do anything. Let's not fire the manager. Let's not give up on these players just yet. They'll turn it around. That to me is folly. Yes, there is time if you do something about it. Now, they chose not to fire the manager. We'll see if that works out. But bringing up Ewing, maybe making a deal as we get deeper into the season, moving some things around, doing something instead of just sitting there and waiting for the fire to start.
Well, why would firing the manager be the answer when the roster is screaming we are not good enough?
Well, but because
like what manager's going to make something work?
Because I'm based off of what Stearns is saying is he thinks the team's good enough.
Right. He said, we did play the audio yesterday. He's saying, I'm looking at the roster. This roster is good enough to win.
But he's also he's not blaming the manager.
He's not.
Right.
Because he did say, I'm not going to answer for 2 weeks.
That's why I'm frustrated with the people saying it's early when you're not making any changes. You're not changing the manager. You're saying that the roster's fine. So you're kind of telling everybody, I'm not going to do anything because we will turn it around.
But Don, I think
that's not what happened. He brought up, and I
think
disagree
he's pointing
with
the thumb. He's not pointing the finger. I think Stearns was pointing the thumb. It looked to me like this would work. This should work, but it's not.
It's also,
and I got to do something about it. I can't blame the manager. Right. I got to make some moves, and we have to reassess our risk assessment with some of these moves.
But
he's
it's
blaming himself.
But we're going to have to see more because I don't think a 21-year-old's maybe he could save their season.
But that's my point.
I saw Jeffries get hot in '88 and help them win 100 games.
That's my question to you, Don, is what else needs to be done? You're the Met fan. You know this team. What else has to happen?
Well, go out and find a first baseman.
Like, is
and start
Vientos
eating
a
some
real?
salary.
Like, do you start buying into Vientos?
I don't know how long I've got to wait for Vientos to turn it around.
Well,
I'm waiting for Alvarez to turn around. Now he's hurt. Now he's on the IL. You got to start addressing some of these things. Admit that, hey, maybe I got it wrong, that Polanco is going to be the guy that replaces Alvarez or replaces Alonso. Let's go out and get another first baseman.
Right.
You know, Manaya's not going to turn it around. Let's get another pitcher. Let's start doing some things here. Now, the one thing I disagree with you about Ewing is where you said, you know, what the veterans or players on the team aren't paying attention. When you're not hitting and you're asking a 21-year-old kid to be your savior, that's a shot across the bow of all the players on the roster saying, I got to go get a kid to try to wake your ass up. Wouldn't you be insulted if you're a veteran? Like, you're not hitting, and now some 21-year-old is supposed to try to save the day. Wake up, guys. Because you know what? I don't want to put this kind of pressure on this kid. Yeah, he had a great opener. Fantastic. He's probably got an 0 for 20 in his future because that's what happens to kids. So this is a nice move, and maybe it will be something that we look at and go, kind of got things going. But if you think this is the only thing, I don't care how much he rakes. Yeah, he scored 10 runs last night.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's almost
Gonna have to keep doing it.
Season.
Because now you're still 9 games under 500. Only the Colorado Rockies are worse than you, and that's because they played one more game. So you're a half game better than the Rockies. So a lot has to get done, Alan. A lot.
All right, I'm looking for ideas. What else does this team the starting pitching hasn't been great, but you can live. Yeah, you can live with it if your bullpen is better. And obviously, offense is the biggest complaint about this team.
You got rid of
no
Nimmo.
offense.
Your pivot didn't work.
Yes.
You got rid of Alonso. Your pivot didn't work.
Right.
You got rid of McNeil. Your pivot didn't work. So what are you planning on doing about it? Just wait for these guys to get healthy? Wait for these guys to start to hit? Or are we going to start to do something?
That's what I'm asking you. And what would you want to see done?
I would shipping some of these guys out, but it's hard to do because if you don't want them, nobody else probably wants them either. So this is a nice first step. Let's see if it can gain some traction here.
But can't we just, last thing on this. It's the reason I always shake my head at this whole conversation is how folly baseball just is. The 24-hour news cycle, needing to talk sports every day as sports talk radio is, and making these sound statements about baseball. I mean, 1 week ago, and I don't want to overstate it, but a week and change ago, we were basically like, if you were forced to answer, the Yankees are going to the World Series, and it is all good. And the Mets are literally not even worth thinking about. We are sitting here 1 week later, and this is even before the Fried news. Questions about how much this roster actually improved and whether this team is actually good enough in the Yankees. And the Mets are certainly not making you go, oh, my God, we might have something here. But it's not as dire as it was 1 week ago.
I get it. But
you're seeing some light.
But you understand that that's the whole idea of day-to-day. Day-to-day, things do change because trends happen, injuries happen. So perspective changes based off of the news of the day. That's why this works this way. Otherwise, you don't. A manager or a coach will take it in 10-game blocks. Let me assess my team. What does it look like? Which way are we going? What changes should I make? But what we do on a daily basis is base it off of trends that we see, things that are happening. And when you get off to a good start, there's this looks good, and it is. Like the Yankee thing doesn't change. They're very good with a really good pitching rotation, even if they lose one, which you always know. Don said it. You're always going to lose. Something's going to happen. I have 7 starting pitchers. Well, by the end of the season, you'll have 4. Right? But at least you have that. The other issues with the Yankees, that whether it's injuries or whether it's slumps, they miss Stanton when he goes out. That's a given during the regular season, but you'll live with that. So to me, it's about trends. And right now, the Mets' trend has not changed at all. And this could be a blip if they get smoked tonight and score 0 runs or 1 run. We have no idea. But it starts with the GM made a move. He did something. It felt panic. 21-year-old. Call him up because we need a bat. And for one day, it felt like something turned. But that could be as simple as the other pitcher wasn't very good, and you took advantage of it. But I'm wondering, if we believe the trend, how do you fix it? Because Don has pointed out to the standings 3 or 4 days in a row, there's a handful of teams, one hand, that are over 500. That tells me that the season is still up for grabs, as they say.
It's still up for grabs, but you've got to go out and grab it. And are they equipped to do that?
Well, they better be. $300 million payroll. You better be.
1-800-919-3776. Got a list at 4:30. Monica McNutt's going to join us later on. ENN at 6. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
The New York Knicks have redefined playoff dominance. And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think that's really great to see our team in this mindset, the feeling that we got a lot more work to do.
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
The pursuit of the Larry-O is alive and well.
You like the rhythm that you're in, but if we expect to be who we think we're capable of being, we'll find a way to stay consistent with what we're doing.
Hear all the games here on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
As a Knicks fan, you couldn't ask for more because it feels like, if not now, then when? With how this thing is lined up, with how well you're playing, with everyone healthy, with an extra week off, so OG can come back for game 1.
If this is set up as well as it can be set up, what are your expectations for the rest of this postseason then?
NBA Finals.
NBA Finals.
Yeah.
DiPietro and Rothenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Harry Douglas here. I don't wait for birthdays to celebrate. I grab Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes like rich vanilla birthday cake with buttery funfetti goodness. Seriously, it's unapologetically extra in the best way. And it's sugar-free, so I get all that cake flavor without the guilt. It's tiny, portable, and ready for whenever I need a quick boost. I keep one with me because you never know when you'll need a little party energy. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Michelle Smallman here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Chris Canty here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that your fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
With
With the new My Lowe's Pro Rewards American Express card, earn 3 points per dollar spent on Lowe's qualifying purchases for the first 6 months after card account opening. Plus, save 5% every day on eligible purchases at Lowe's and earn points on eligible purchases everywhere else Amex is accepted. Card members get more at Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. 5% can't be combined with any other offer. Exclusions and restrictions apply. Points subject to loyalty terms at Lowe's.com/terms and credit reward terms at Synchrony.com/MLPRA-terms. Visit Lowe's.com/business credit.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far-corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including ZipRecruiter, Amazon Hub Delivery, Princeton Jeep, and Food Bazaar on ESPN New York.
Yankee fans, the game is over. As you know, 7-0 they lose to the O's. So they dropped 2 of 3. So now the Yankees, Max Fried out, left the game in the 3rd inning. Issues with his elbow. He's going to get imaging done back in New York. So that's a topic of conversation. Is the Yankees, they got off the mat last night, but have dropped, 5 of 6 now? Not what you want. So, but I get what Peter's saying and what Alan's saying. Like, what are we going to do? It's early. I'm just saying that we're on every day. And baseball is a major sport that people want to talk about and get into. And, the Yankees decided to keep it as is, but, they're battling for first place. There are issues. But in the grand scheme of things, we are weighing them on a curve of, can they win a title? Is what they're doing sustainable enough to win the division? But they're going to the playoffs. And because the American League is so weak, if they can avoid the Rays early, they could still make a run. And I'm still not convinced the Rays are going to be able to keep this up because the Yankees are way more equipped to add at the deadline than Tampa is. But we're talking about a Mets team that was projected to be better than they were last year. Last year, they won 83 games. This year, they're projected to lose 100. So it's a completely different world we're in. Playoffs, stop it. How about getting to 500? Like, if you want to have a conversation about the Mets, 1-800-919-3776, Don, I think they can get out of the basement. Okay, let's talk. I think they can get to 500. Okay, that's a conversation. But getting into the playoffs?
Why not? Well, 500.
Well, you got to give me some.
Listen, that's why I'm asking. Don't just say, I think they can. If you are a true believer that this is not over and this can go in the right direction, and that in July this is not about a sell-off, but about, there's still pieces to get.
Sell-off.
What is it going to take to get this thing right?
Well,
that's what I want specifics.
But when I hear it's early, what you're saying,
I didn't say it's early.
No, but what
there's
you're saying
a lot of time because the standings tell me there's a lot of time, Don.
We're saying that don't worry, they'll turn it around, assuming that don't have to do anything. No, you got to do something. And the reason I thought the manager was on the table was because your general manager is saying we think we're good enough. All right, well, then that means the manager's not doing his job because if the roster's fine, then you got to address the manager.
I think he's saying,
didn't address the manager.
I thought this was good enough.
Well, he didn't say that, though. He keeps saying about how I think we've got a good team.
All right,
the guys have underachieved. Guys have gotten hurt.
Mets right now are 7.5 games out of a wild card.
Out of a wild card.
Yes. They are in the loss column. They're straight 7 in the loss column.
Easy. We've run those off quick.
Okay.
Get right back in it.
So there's a lot of teams to climb over, and there's a lot of teams that had bad starts. I mean, the Pirates had a good start, and they're kind of regressing. Phillies had a bad start. They're on a heater. 11-3.
You don't get to talk about how many games you're out of a playoff spot when you're in a half game ahead of the worst team in your league.
Why I'm saying it, though, is because the idea of where you are in the season and how far out. I said if you get to 10 back, you're done. 10's a lot. So you're at 7.5, which is still a lot. But there's time if you got to make – you made one move. There's no other moves right now for him to make. But at some point, there's going to have to be a couple of moves made. Because this team The roster on paper you thought looked like it might be good enough or might be better. Those were his words. It's not. Now you've got to make up for the mistakes that you made. Can you do it in time? Because if you don't, when we get to July, you're selling off guys. Peralta, you're selling them off. You're selling off people now because it doesn't make sense not to.
Mm-hmm. And we'll get there sooner than later, the way things are. But let's see if this is the first step in the right direction. 1-800-919-3776. Warren is out on Long Island. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I just wanted to say my daughter's heavily into Asian culture, and I just wanted to tell you guys that squatting is a natural stance. It strengthens the muscles around the hips, and it's very great for the ankles. Everybody should squat, at least stay in that squatting position for at least 15 minutes a day, especially us older guys in our 50s.
Yes.
This is Warren from Pickleball, Warren. And also wanted to say to you, Don, that the Rangers have been crap since you stopped calling the games. We went from being a garbage team to a crappy team. We need you back, Don. We need you back.
Well, thanks for thinking of me.
And 15 minutes a day of squatting sounds great.
3.5
That's
hours
one
of
inning.
it.
That's one inning for a cat. That's a long inning.
All right. Well, you should try it, though. It is very good for the hips.
So you want
mobility. I do
squatting
it twice a week.
For 15 minutes?
Yoga. Yeah. Flexibility, very important as you get older.
No, and you got to stretch. But you're catching 9 innings.
Campfire squat. You just caveman squat. Yeah. It's great. Push the knees out a little bit.
Yeah.
Sounds like a nice exercise
Kimball
to do for
calls
a
it
few
the
minutes.
catcher's pose.
That's right. Except they do it for 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Show me a catcher that still sits in a full squat. They don't do that anymore.
No one does.
One knee, leg out. Stability. Tripod.
Well,
Stephanie hates it.
Some of us can do that.
She hates it.
She hates the tripod?
No, she hates the catchers going because you can't get out of it fast enough if you want to throw somebody out.
Unless you're Tony Pena and you can throw from that position. That was always good.
That's elite.
Marty in Manhattan, you're on ESPN New York. Marty!
Yeah, hi guys.
What's up?
Hi, how are you?
Hey.
Good.
A long-time listener, but I just wanted to go. I know you guys are focusing on what Stearns has done over this last offseason, but if you go back to the moves that he made during the last trade session, during the trading last year.
July.
Okay, none of them.
Yeah.
You talk about Mullins, Helmsley, Rogers.
Yeah.
None of them work.
Nothing worked.
I mean, the guy just hasn't. And then the guy ends up leaving Milwaukee. I see how badly Milwaukee did after he left.
It is true.
Here's, I think, what's his name? Marty's picking up what I'm putting down. The more I'm talking about it, the more I'm waiting for you to turn to me and say he needs to go.
But that's not realistic 40-something games into the season because they don't.
What moves can he make? He's admitting to you that his assessment was off.
Firing a general manager early in the season.
$300 million payroll. You can't be that off.
I know, but there can be a moment during the offseason if the season's a failure where you change the general manager. Pivoting now with no alternative. Remember, he waited forever for this guy. This is the guy.
Yeah.
Since he bought the team, this was the guy.
It doesn't make it the guy. You wanted him, but then you have to watch him work and realize last offseason, not great, other than Soto, which was the owner.
But you're not doing it 43
at the
games
trade deadline, you made your team worse. You made terrible moves. And then in the offseason, when you said we're tearing this thing up and we're going to build, we're going to have a better roster, and you're worse. And you're going to tell me that he's got to stick with him? Fire the manager, but not the general manager who built this crap?
I will address this, but right now you're saying the end of Stearns, but what about Rings End?
Well, it's only the beginning when it comes to Rings End. Because, so you guys know about the project we're doing. We got this beautiful French door. Back and forth this morning about hardware on the door. It's exciting. By the way, are you guys in or out on the exterior of the door being black? It's like a new thing now. You get like a nice contrast.
It depends on what color the house is.
The white.
Yeah.
Right? It's nice, right? It's a good look.
If my house is green, I'd say no.
Well, no, but I think that the black door, it's a good look these days. That's what I'm going with anyway. So, Andrew is my Rings End project manager. He's like, okay, it's in. So, order is in. I'm fired up. Now, why Rings End? Because they work with pro contractors like my guy Michael, who build and remodel for a living. The pros trust them. I trust them, and I'm letting you know that you can too. They have premium brands and not just doors, windows, decking, paint, lumber, kitchens, all the things you want to do to update and upgrade your home. And they are not a national chain, by the way. They're local, regional expertise. They have 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County and 12, count them, 12 freestanding paint centers as well. Family-owned and operated since 1902, so they've been around. They know the area. Now, listen, if you can't make it to a store, you can always just shop online. So go to ringsend.com for your next project. That's ringsend.com.
All right, I'll address what Alan was throwing down before the read. We've got Monica McNutt. We've got a list. So much going on here. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds, resilience matters, and history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers as they compete on one of the sport's most storied stages. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek. Don't just watch greatness. Experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends in 2 weeks. Take the test.
From your neighborhood stop to the city and back, New Jersey Transit keeps your day moving. Reliable, convenient, and ready when you are. We're on this ride together. So keep aisles clear, use headphones, and be mindful of fellow riders. Small actions make a big difference, especially during travel times. New Jersey Transit. Ride together, ride better. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it is game time, fellas. I like that.
It's totally time.
Yankees lose to the Orioles 7-0 and maybe lose more than that. Max Fried forced to leave the game in the third inning because of an elbow situation. He's going to get imaging back in New York. The Mets continue their series with the Tigers. Coverage immediately following us on 880 at 6:30. And the Cavs and the Pistons Game 5 is on 1050 starting at 7:30. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Get back to your calls in just a second, but you got to understand the absolute disaster it would be if David Stearns isn't the guy. The absolute disaster. There is no pivot. Steve Cohen wanted this guy from the second he took the job. He waited for his contract to expire in Milwaukee. Somebody told him he's the guy, whether it was Major League Baseball, his buddy, his wife, I don't know. And he was committed to this guy. Brought him in. And now you're saying, fire him now? There'd be no pivot. There'd be nobody else to do it. He would have to start looking now for the replacement. And then find a guy that he loved and then bring him in. And you'd be blowing the whole thing up. Because then that guy would come in and say, I don't want these players. These players were acquired by another general manager. And now you're talking about another rebuild, another blow-up. There is no answer beyond Stearns. As much as you hate him, as much as Met fans despise him and think he's doing a terrible job, the pivot from him is nothing. It's a cliff. Where could you go? It's not like a manager where there's a bunch of former. Where would you go? And then you're going to start over? You got to let him try to correct his mess. And then at the end of the year, if you say, this didn't work, you're gone. I gave you 3 years. It got worse and worse each year. And then you spend the offseason and use all your billions to go find the next guy that's going to be able to turn around. You can't do that in May, Alan.
Address the problem, Don. You address the problem. You figure it out from there. There's enough people that can at least guide you to the offseason and then have your search if that's what you think. But you can't. You're really going to then leave it in. This is the same guy that decided at the end of the year that Brandon Nimmo, who's been nothing but a straight-A student, not worth your time. Pete Alonso, who the fans love, who the owner had to. I, as the owner, had to tell him, I don't care. Get him signed. Right? I had to do that. He didn't want to do it. And now he let him go. Fans are not happy. We can't score any runs anymore.
And
because
he's not only a
one guy
straight-A
that
student.
actually scored runs.
He's not only a straight-A student. He brings an apple every day for the teachers.
He
You know what I mean?
definitely does. He polished it up and everything. but like, and now we're going to let him see if he can fix the roster even more. How do I know that he's not going to then make a move that moves somebody? I'm like, whoa. Like, you have a farm system, a really good one. I don't know if I want him touching anything at this point.
You've got to.
I have to question everything he's done now only because what I thought I was getting, I'm not getting.
I understand that, but are they equipped to go find the next general manager?
He's an owner who has a lot of money.
Yeah, and a lot of money, and this is the guy that he wanted from the get-go.
Yeah, and it didn't work out. It happens. You make a mistake sometimes.
All right, but who are you pivoting
Stearns has
to?
made a lot of mistakes.
That's what my point is. That was there a national search, or just he got a bug up his rear end about wanting Stearns?
Well, he knew.
And now go find the guy. But you're not going to find the guy in May. And no general manager is going to want to take over now in the middle of a season unless he's just desperate for work. You know, so that search has to be happening now and then culminate at the end of the season.
Well, I really worry
I'm not
about
saying
every
I love
decision made now.
I'm not saying I love it, but what else are you going to do?
But Don, honestly, like there's time. There's time left in the season. Look at the standings. There's a lot of bad teams in Major League Baseball. You've pointed that out correctly. Pointed that out. Like, there is an opportunity, but you can't wait too much longer. You got to be able to make moves. You're going to trust a guy that has made a lot of mistakes with the roster.
Well,
you're going to trust him that he's going to be able to fix this.
All right, but, you know, it's not just Stearns. It's the entire organization. It's not like one rogue guy doing this. The organization backed him. Cohen backed him. Cohen at any time could have said, "Oh, wait, he's Pete Alonso. He's not going anywhere."
Well, he did.
Once. And then they go win 83 games, and then it's like, okay, do what you want.
Right.
So he's convinced this is the guy.
See,
he stood up to him one time.
I'll tell you what, here's the other problem. We're a quarter into the season. Stearns has talked, twice, 3 times already? Right? Every couple of weeks.
Usually every homestand.
He's made himself available.
Which I appreciate.
Do you know what it's time for? It's time for the owner to talk. Not a tweet. I need you to talk.
Well, we'll see.
Well, what's he going to say, though?
Well, I would hope.
He's going to back
questions.
him. It's not going to happen. This is fantasy.
Right.
He's not firing him. He's not going to do it. He's not going to go from all in on this guy, firing him on May 13th.
Well, guess what?
Not going to do it.
Then this will be another season of frustration.
No, this is going to be another season.
Okay.
Because you're not pivoting. No one's coming here to get to fix the problem in May. I'll see you in the offseason.
Okay.
Figure it out.
All right.
The Buffalo Sabres did it out of complete desperation for a guy who had been there for a long time. Kekalainen became available. He needed a job. It worked. but it's so rare for it. That what the Sabres did is so rare.
I understand.
So rare.
I'm not even using
and
the
what did
Sabres.
Kekalainen do? Okay, it didn't touch it.
Nothing. I know.
So there wasn't anything to fix.
I'm not saying it's easy, but what I'm saying is that while everybody has their crosshairs on Mendoza, that I think we're looking at the wrong person. And the guy Stearns even said it himself. He pointed the finger at himself when he talked about the roster. He wasn't blaming the manager.
Yeah, and he did that because he knows he's got a job forever.
No.
You think Cashman's got a job forever? No, I'm not. It's not even about that. Yankees, they've dropped 5 of their last 6. Lose Max Fried for the foreseeable future. A lot going on there. So a lot on the table at 1-800-919-3776. Let's go to Vincent. He's all the way out in Arizona. You're on ESPN New York.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking the call. I'm a huge Yankees fan.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we lost today and we haven't been playing good ball. I'm not starting to worry yet, but I think it's time that we need to trade Jazz Chisholm and Volpe, and we need to get a big-time bullpen arm. I mean, Volpe comes back on his first game, and we get the Volpe special.
Yep.
A strikeout with 2 guys on in an era.
Mm-hmm.
He is soft. He needs to go. Caballero's the guy. And Jazz is just too much about himself. I like him, but he's not made for New York. These guys need to go.
I don't disagree with you, but you're saying 2 things. They need to go. You're probably right. I said it the other day. I don't think Jazz is a Yankee. And I don't think he's long for here. I think he's a free agent at the end of the season anyway.
Yeah.
He's going to be gone. Volpe, yeah, I mean, they're going to give him a chance here because they have no choice, right? With Caballero on the IL.
But Caballero
short.
already said, I'm on the 10-day, and I got 9 days to go.
Right.
And he's like, I'm not going to be gone that
And the
long.
organization's already said that he is going to be the guy when he comes back.
Right, he's not losing his job, which is a far cry from what things were last year.
But think about
or even months
what
ago.
you're asking.
Think about this. Didn't Cashman say when Volpe comes back, it's shortstop is his, and that's always been the plan, was what Cashman said. And now it's a different song because Caballero has played very well.
Well, good for him for pivoting, but
they have to.
But here's the problem. Yeah, they got to go. You think you're trading Jazz, who's got 1 year left on his contract, all right? Who's got 4 home runs and batting 200. And Volpe, who's broken, is going to get you bullpen help? Everybody wants bullpen help. You think trading those 2 guys is going to get you bullpen help?
But it's not. You don't trade them for bullpen help, but you are.
But that's what he said. I trade him for. You're not going to bullpen. You'll get somebody out of the bullpen.
Every fan is always thinking that I can trade my garbage for something glamorous, which never really does work out that way. But a young player who needs a fresh start can get you something. In a place where it's not a crucible. Nimmo talked about the difference playing in Texas, how much calmer things are, and it's really laid back. I never knew it was this easy. Think about that. So maybe that's what Volpe needs, is to go somewhere where it's quiet.
Listen, what are you going to do with him?
And Jazz, if they know he's going to walk, the team takes him because they just want to dump some salary.
Volpe's being given a chance here. All right, he's got 9 days to do it. Missed yesterday. Chance. I didn't even know he looked at what he did today. But if it doesn't work out and Caballero comes back, then he's going to be gone.
Yes.
There's no question. But what gone in what sense? So what are you trading him for?
Volpe batted 8th, 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
Okay. So it's not working out. Tony, he's in Dobbs Ferry. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, man?
Tone.
Isn't it sad that Volpe at one time, when they were on the USA baseball team, he was considered a bigger prospect than Bobby Witt Jr.
Crazy,
and
right?
now he's become pretty much an afterthought. It's really, the Yankees have had such bad luck with positional players outside of Aaron Judge, and now I guess you could say Ben Rice.
Yeah.
But it's really been, as a fan, it's beyond disappointing, guys. But here's my thing. We're very weak up the middle. We can't hit. Not defensively, offensively. We're very weak up the middle. Catching is a minus offensive position for us.
Major.
Second base is a incredible minus offensive position for us. And center field, to a degree, depending on who's playing there that day, has been, average at best.
Grisham hasn't been great. Right.
So my thing is this. The Rays don't look like they're going anywhere, man. And everybody's wanting to think, they look like an afterthought. They were an afterthought. The Rays, you have to worry about the Blue Jays, and maybe you have to worry about the Red Sox. No, we got to worry about the Rays. We're 2.5 games, might be 3 games behind them.
Yeah, 3 back in the loss now.
Yeah.
And now we might have lost Fried, who was our number 1 guy for the foreseeable future. So, as a Yankee, nobody wants to take it. I just heard what that other gentleman said. Nobody's taking Chisholm. Volpe, maybe. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe. But as a Yankee, they're not going to get rid of him.
The only
they're not
way
going to trade him right now.
Well, Volpe, they're not going to trade lower. They're not going to trade Volpe right now, but there will come a time that they will move him because A, you're going to run out of options. B, you want to give him a chance somewhere else. He's not part of what you want to do going forward. It's pretty clear. They really like Caballero, and he's maybe surprised them with his everyday ability. It's just, got to get him healthy again, but the Jazz thing, I think you can move him because they know he's going to walk. So you get somebody that's looking for a little salary dump opportunity. But, yeah, there's reason for concern because we know the Rays are always well managed. They're always going to be a thorn in your side. But I'm not sounding alarms right now. Not alarms. The Fried thing, though, that's alarming. Well, but the good news is Garrett Cole is close to coming back.
But we do have sound from Aaron Boone, spoke after the game. When did Fried mention the discomfort in his arm?
Just felt like early on I was having a hard time kind of getting loose and getting to that point. Like it was taking several pitches in the inning to get to his point. He's feeling a little something in between starts, not all that abnormal to what he deals with throughout the season. You kind of go through your 5 and 6 day. You kind of work through it and you're good to go. Threw his pen this week and felt good about that. So just was having a hard time getting to where he normally gets.
Well, doesn't sound overly concerned about it, but still he's going back for imaging. So what that imaging tells us is when we decide whether you're going to be concerned or not.
Exactly.
What made it bad enough that Fried complained early on?
Just his stuff was down, and it would take him, 2-3 hitters in the inning to get to 95 when he needed it. So that it was just having a hard time getting ramped up.
Well, if you remember, we were having the conversation, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago, about Diaz, that he didn't pitch against the Mets in a closing situation. They didn't have him on the IL, but he had lost velocity. Next thing you know, he's out 3 months. The losing of the velocity, all the things he's saying does not sound good. Now, there's nobody more optimistic than Aaron Boone. But just listening to the things he's saying, the loss of velocity, not feeling comfortable, taking a few batters to get warm, these are all the things that you hear about a guy that's got a bum elbow, and it just sounds to me like it's not going to be good. Like that imaging is going to come back, and
it is worrisome. At worst, he'll have to, whether they do a rest thing or something. But, yeah, it is definitely worrisome. But that's why the depth of the pitching rotation once healthy was so critical. And Rodon is back. Cole was on his way. Will Warren has pitched well. Schlittler has been great.
Up until the last outing.
Yeah, he fought it a little bit, but he was still hitting his numbers. But, that's where we are right now.
More from Boone on whether he complained in his prior starts.
I think there's times over the years that
But not this year, not like last year.
I think he felt a little between this one,
right.
But like you said, got to the 5 and 6 day and felt okay.
It's such a tough position when coaches and managers have to talk about injuries, especially in the moment.
Can't speak for the player.
Right? Can't speak for the player. The doctor tells them what they know, but until they see the imaging. So it's a really tough spot. So Aaron's going to say, yeah, he was feeling this, he's feeling that, but Aaron's not a doctor.
It's all speculation.
It's a real difficult spot to put Boone in.
Of course,
but he's got to do it.
Writers have to ask the questions because they got to explain it as best they can in their stories, and the manager has to explain the same thing over and over again because there's no depth to any of the information he's getting right now.
Football coaches have it great, Peter, right?
Which part?
They'll just
yelling at you?
They'll if same thing. Let's say quarterback problem with his elbow comes out of the game. What would the coach say? Would he be like Boone, say, yeah, he was feeling a little twinge here.
No.
He's complained to me during warm up. No, the coach would be like, got to talk to the doctor.
Got to talk. Yeah, we don't know.
Haven't talked to medical yet.
We're gonna
get an update. We'll get you an update tomorrow.
No,
we'll let you know.
And I blame,
as soon as we know, you won't know.
And I blame baseball for that, right? Like, I understand the manager has to speak, but they would probably complain. If Boone just said, look, I got to talk to the doctor, I don't know. The writers would complain, and then somebody at PR would get in Boone's ears. You got to give him a little something.
In hockey, they don't even tell you what the injury is. We all saw his arm fall off. Well, he got an upper body injury. Upper body.
In hockey, Mike Sullivan would come out and say he's got an upper body injury. He's day to day. Next question.
That's it. Yep.
And you're like, well, we saw his arm fall off completely. They had to pick it up off the ice. Yeah, we're calling it upper body right now. We don't know for sure.
That is part of his upper body, am I right?
Right. Well, I always wondered about like a hand injury. I guess it depends on whether if your hands are up, it's upper. If you're down, it's lower. It's lower. Yeah. It really depends on where your hands are.
Extremities.
Now, we wanted to hear from Max Fried. We have Max Fried. What are you feeling in your elbow?
I would say it's hard to completely explain, but just whether it's like a hyperextended or just like banged kind of that back of the elbow, the tricep area, just a little uncomfortable, tight, especially in between innings. It's hard for me to kind of warm up, loosen up. The first hitter of the inning would be like 88, 90, 91, and by the end, fourth, fifth hitter, 20 pitches in, I'm able to kind of get things loosened up, but just wasn't sharp, and it was just hard to kind of keep bouncing back, and definitely wasn't helping the team. And just at a certain point, we were just like, hey, like could have kept pitching, but it just at that point it was just like, hey, let's make sure that we can kind of calm this thing down and try to get ahead of it.
Does that sound muscular more than it sounds like soft tissue?
I don't know.
That ligament generally is like a tweak or a twinge or like you're not being able to grip. This is a little different. This is like it's tight and he can't get it loose.
And the other difference between baseball and every other sport is you play till it pops, right?
No.
Like there's no. When I took the wrist shot, I kind of felt the wrist was like a little. So I'm going to go get it. No, you play until all of a sudden your hand falls off, and then they say that there's an upper body, right? Football, same thing. Basketball, right? Maybe they'll give you a little something, but
who was the Flyer that tore his MCL? And couldn't play in like game 4.
Ristolainen?
And then after the game said, I tore my ligament and literally just couldn't skate.
Rantanen too. Rantanen was playing on a torn MCL, right? And it was just lower body.
These guys are crazy.
No, they're gonna play till I played and I just heard a break. I heard a pop.
It's awesome.
There's no like preliminary stuff. So the big question to Max is, are you concerned?
I guess you never know, but I mean, I'm definitely planning on this thing being a sooner rather than later. Don't want to put any timelines or anything like that. Obviously, we'll find out tomorrow, but where everything is and the initial testing, I'm not too worried about a super long-term thing. If I can, I would love to be able to make my next start, but we'll see.
All right, that's optimistic.
Oh, well, you want to be optimistic. That's good, but I don't know if he's got anything to go on.
If he felt something, if he's already had Tommy John, if he felt something. I don't know if he'd go there.
Well, is this the first time that you felt this in a start?
It's something that I think as pitchers, like you kind of get banged up at times, and you treat stuff in between starts, and then by the time the start day happens, it feels better, and you're able to go compete. And it was definitely progressing and getting much better. Just wasn't able to really get over the hump today.
All right, so there you are.
Did the early start affect him?
Yeah, you wonder about
that. They moved
that, too, right?
Remember, it was supposed to be right? Tonight was a 7, right? Wasn't it?
We found out, what was it, like
right before the show started, during the show.
During the show that it was going to be moved. It was like late in the show. Like we were having fun, like the alarms, because they had to find somebody to replace Kay.
Right. But it's supposed to rain tonight?
Supposed to be. Listening to Susan when I was driving home, I flipped on the game, and she said like a storm was coming.
Down in Baltimore.
In Baltimore, and it was going to rain out the game, so it was supposed to be beautiful during the day, so they just moved it. I don't know. Does that affect you? You find out at like 5 o'clock?
I don't know if it affects,
pitching in less than 24 hours.
An early start might affect your ability, yes.
Maybe.
Would it affect both, though?
It's raining in Baltimore.
No. Well, if he's got something, was it aggravated by the fact that...
Or it was just harder to wait, in the morning to get loose. You don't know.
There's so much unknown.
I'm hoping that's all it is.
We got tons of calls. At some point, probably in the 5 o'clock hour, we're going to be joined by Monica McNutt. We got plenty of sound from the Knicks who spoke today. Mike Brown, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart. But we got a list.
Oh!
And it's coming up next. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Another their dominating step towards a championship.
The New York Knicks have redefined playoff dominance. And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think that's really great to see our team in this mindset, the feeling that we got a lot more work to do.
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
The pursuit of the Larry-O is alive and well.
You like the rhythm that you're in, but if we expect to be who we think we're capable of being, we'll find a way to stay consistent with what we're doing.
Hear all the games here on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
This is Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
I used to think Philly was a sports town. I don't know if it is anymore.
This was like a soul-sucking type performance. You took everything out of them that you could possibly take and then left town in tatters.
This was crazy. I mean, Philly's like the little brother. To do that to that type of opponent is just cherry on top.
Bart Scott, Chris Carlin, weekdays at 10 a.m. on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087, 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087. Or simply visit tra.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We've got the Mets home later on over at Citi Field. If you're getting a jump start in Queens using the eastbound Grand Central, not moving much. A big crash right before Northern Boulevard. FDNY is on the scene. Jammed there and backed up onto the Bronx and Manhattan legs of the Triborough Bridge. Luckily, the Yanks were in Baltimore this afternoon. Still have this issue at the outbound George. Lower deck shut down underneath the apartments. Some debris fell on the roadway. Can't get there from the Cross Bronx to get in Harlem River Drive. Definitely want to stick with the West Side Highway and Henry Hudson. Everybody being forced to use the upper level. Cross Bronx westbound going to run you almost 2 hours. Inbound George looking good for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln will run you about 30 minutes. Outbound Hahn 45+. This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Harry Douglas here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
You just made the list, buddy.
This is The List with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
So I was thinking today, as I was preparing for the show, what would make a good list? And a nice topical list, since AJ Ewing made his Major League debut last night. It was not nothing.
Top 5 Ewings.
Couple of hits. All right, so
Daniel, JR, Patrick, I guess AJ. That's all I got.
Patrick Jr.
Since I'm doing
thank you.
Since I'm doing all the stuff at Ramapo, and I got the commencement speech going tomorrow. By the way, mic check, sound check, 6:45 a.m. So I got to get up quite early in the morning.
What time is commencement?
8:30. But they're going to have a nice little breakfast spread. I'm going to be taken care of, believe me.
Well, the fact that I'm not going to fight back because it's 8:30. If you had told me it was like 10:30, I would have been like, that's a hard no from me. Dog, y'all are going to have to work that out yourself.
No.
But no, 6:45 for 8:30.
That's it.
I guess that's fine.
So just quickly before I give you my list, we were talking about Ewing. So my freshman year at Ramapo, and I didn't know where everything was. They had wings, right?
We love wings.
So A wing, B wing, C wing,
Oh, those wings.
Yeah, I thought you meant wings.
So I had to go to E-wing for something. So the person wrote it down.
Ewing.
E-wing. And so I'm walking around asking people, where's Ewing? Do you know where Ewing is? And they're like, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Is it a person? No. It's they told me I needed to go to this class, and it's in Ewing. And they look at it. No, it's E-wing, you idiot. And that's why it took me 6 years to graduate. I should put that in the speech, no? That's funny.
You should. That's
a nice little icebreaker.
It is pretty good.
That's very relatable too. So there's got to be others that probably had that happen.
But I know it sounds stupid, but if you see Ewing on a piece of paper,
that's a good story. I would tell that story. I love that.
All right, top 5 New York rookie debuts.
Oh,
so these are not people that were traded to New York or signed as free agents their first game. Rookies.
Prospect.
They're called up and they make their debut.
Let's see.
I guess the first question is, did Ewing's debut make it?
Rookies debut. Top 5 rookie debuts.
In Nueva York.
In all sports.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Across all the sports.
I remember Ewing. Patrick Ewing's debut. I would hope it's on this list. I would hope it's on
It's not. What do you know it? Do you have it?
What he
have
did?
it? Yeah.
He's against Moses Malone. He dunked on him.
All right, that's a nice moment.
That's a pretty big deal.
But Don, did you
He's the number 1 pick in the draft.
Well, what does that have to do with it?
He dunked on Moses Malone.
All right, he's not on the list. All right?
Wow.
Who are you taking out?
Well, let's see.
All right.
Let's see.
All right. I'm thinking.
He dunked on Moses Malone.
I want. So what am I supposed to? That's a great debut. But you know what? You're supposed to do that. You're the first overall pick.
He played 44 minutes.
Yeah.
He scored 18 points.
That's right.
6 rebounds, 3 blocks in a 10-point loss.
3 blocks.
That's a former MVP.
Against Moses Malone.
That's a very good. Listen, we'll judge it.
And I want Jacob and Anthony to chime in too, because you guys are sports fans.
I'm thinking.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead. Listen.
Anthony, you got a hockey one?
I do actually,
all right,
Peter.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know if Don will go here. Maybe he will. He was a good player for the Rangers. Derek Stepan had a hat trick in his debut.
And I have it as number 1. 10, 9, 10.
Thank you.
He just plays his first game as a Ranger, scores a hat trick. I called the game. It was in Buffalo. It's one of my proudest moments. Wait a minute. It's a hat trick. It's not 18 points and 6 rebounds for a guy that's 7 foot tall. Oh, will you stop with your Moses Malone? Oh, you know who was on that Sabre team?
Was that the last time the Sabres made the playoffs?
I don't remember.
No, because he doesn't know the answer.
No, but come on. It's a hat trick.
It's a hat trick. Your debut is insane.
Ryan Miller.
It probably was.
He
Ryan
probably
Miller.
was in goal. He might have been. Yeah, he probably was.
Right. Did he ask me? Did I know? All right.
He came up with something.
Good guess.
I got you.
All right, so Derek Stepan, number 1.
Number 1?
I think I have one.
He's turned into a strange pull, but at the
all right, go ahead.
I don't know
the significance of the player.
No, it's the debut.
It's Joe Schmo. He had a hat trick in his debut. Never scored a goal. He's got 3 goals.
It's got to be.
How many? Go ahead.
Jacob.
No, Jacob, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm guessing a baseball one. Matt Harvey for the Mets.
No.
Wow.
No.
Thought about it.
No, because who are you taking out?
We don't know.
But you're
we don't know
on
who's
to
in.
something. You're on to something.
11 strikeouts, 5
Get going.
Give me Jacob DeGrom.
Come on. No.
Give me
Jacob
Noah
DeGrom.
Syndergaard.
Listen, Jacob DeGrom is definitely an honorable mention. Went 6 scoreless innings against the Yankees, but I've got a better one.
Nolan McLean?
No. I got a better one.
It's a pitcher. Doc. Give me Doc.
No, it's a better one. No, not a better pitcher, but it's just the debut.
Was it Noah Syndergaard?
No, but you're close. You're right there.
I just said DeGrom.
You're right there. It was against the Reds. His grandfather was at the game. Local kid.
Steve Metz.
That's right. Steven Matz, June 28, 2015, 7 2/3 innings, 2 runs. He drove in 4 runs.
Then he
in the game.
that was the thing.
Yeah.
No batting gloves either.
That's number 2.
Well, that was 10 years
Kid
ago
from
already.
Long Island.
It's a day.
11.
11.
That's
wow.
crazy. We're all so old.
That seems so recent to me.
So old.
What are the other sports left? That's what I want to ask.
We've got a couple of foosball and another baseball.
How recent are the foosballs?
18 and 19.
Saquon?
No.
No Saquon.
No.
What about Odell Beckham?
No.
I don't remember.
Better not be Zach Wilson.
No.
God, no.
God, no. Oh, Sam Darnold.
Wait.
Daniel Jones.
Jacob went first. Daniel Jones, number 3, September 22nd, 2019. 23 of 36, 336 yards, 2 touchdowns versus Tampa Bay. They won the game because the Buccaneers missed the chip shot field goal.
I forgot.
But he was the offensive rookie of the week.
I remember that.
Daniel
he came
Jones,
in the
number
game.
3.
He came in the game off the injury, right?
Yeah, and just lit.
He played like
it
3.5
up.
quarters. It was really good.
Yeah,
I remember.
very
Sam
good.
Darnold?
Sam Darnold, I have his debut. Now, the
Monday
numbers
night?
were somewhat pedestrian. He
Monday.
threw a pick 6 to start the game.
No.
Monday Night Football against the Lions, but he threw 2 touchdown passes, 16 of 21, 198 yards, September 10th, 2018, in his debut as they thumped the Lions on Monday Night Football.
I'll never
I've
forget
got Sam
that night.
Darnold at number 5.
And he didn't do it against Moses Malone, but
No.
he's on the list.
God, I remember that pick 6 too.
Yeah.
And
I
it was like
remember thinking,
first
"Oh my
throw.
God, how bad is this going to be?"
That was a really good start.
All right.
And number 4, because you're not going to know.
You know what Sam Darnold is now?
Only because
Champion.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge against the Rays, 2 for 4 in his debut, August 13, 2016, but he hit a 446-foot home run.
Oh, God bless.
In his debut. I got him at 4. So I've got...
Alan's wishing he was texting Harry Douglas right now.
You've got to be kidding me.
That's what I got.
Well, you
stop with
no,
your Ewing.
I don't think
basketball boy.
Ewing dunking on Moses Malone
But that's not
in
enough.
his debut.
That's a great moment. That's not a.
Who are you taking out?
Here, I'm gonna.
You want to take out Sam Darnold?
Hold on, I'm gonna give a criticism.
Peter, you're impartial.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a criticism of the list and a criticism of Alan.
All right.
The list was a little bit recency bias focused, right? They're like the amount
Heavily.
of Jones, Darnold, there was Judge.
Yeah.
But your Ewing is not getting on. Him dunking, one dunk against Moses, it's a decent line. They lost by 10 points. He scored 19 points. It's cool.
It was a dramatic moment for a franchise. It was everything.
All right, well, then you can make your own list.
Derek Stepan had a hat trick against the
But you're
Sabres
adding
team
sauce.
that can't make the playoffs.
You're adding sauce to it. He's talking about the performance.
I'm just making it my debut. I'm not talking about best debuts by a
All
first
right.
overall pick.
What do I know?
Some of these guys fizzle out.
No, I get it. I'm new here.
Why does he got to be such a dick?
Because he's the
Honestly.
number 1 pick in the
biggest
draft.
But that's not the thing.
And on the first game he played,
Richard.
he had a moment.
But that's not what he was doing the list on. You're using a different criteria.
Yeah.
Ewing's more important than everyone on the list, right? Except for Judge. But the performance from Stepan, a hat trick, is more notable than a 19.3 block game.
18.
I think he's right. Or 18.
Against the Hall of Fame legend, but okay.
But the other thing, too, is this is why he's so much like Kay with the list. This is why there were times I wanted to stop doing the list.
Yes.
Because it's one thing to disagree,
Yeah.
all right?
It's another thing to hate
Because you know what? Sports
disrespect
radio
you.
is about disagreement.
Sure it
and
is.
No, he's now out, like Michael would be out, and he's like insulted.
Yeah. They take it personal.
Why are you taking it so personal?
You know what we'd say about Michael? If you're not doing you-know-what, then you're...
I'm not insulted. I'm just making the case.
Now, I would
But the fact that you dismissed it so, backhandedly...
Who are you taking out?
Almost... I'd take all 4. 4 of the 5.
Sam Darnold won his debut. The Jets don't win a lot of games.
Yeah,
On Monday Night Football, almost never.
Again, what did it lead to?
No,
what does anything lead
the
to?
Darnold one is maybe where you have an argument because the Darnold line wasn't spectacular. He threw a pick six. He also threw 2 touchdowns, but it's not a good. Detroit wasn't yet Detroit. It's not that great a win. That's like
it was a Monday night game.
Yeah, it's a horrible. This is Detroit.
I hosted a watch party in Smithtown at like Napper Tandy's or something like that night.
God bless.
Yeah,
Matt Stafford at the helm.
And let's not forget, it was the first game of the doubleheader.
Couple notes here, by the way. Ryan Miller was in net. Other note, everybody remembers that there was a playoff drought that the Jets still have that the Sabres don't. This was the last year that the Sabres made the playoffs in 2010.
Did I not say that?
They were the 7th and they lost to the Flyers in the first round.
I not get credit for this information?
16 years ago.
I have strange polls, by the way.
Do we have any of my step-on calls?
No, we don't. Not in the system.
See,
and
that's
I can't,
ridiculous.
No. We've moved. I don't know how many. We've moved like 6 times.
How do you not keep
They're somewhere. They're not on these computers.
Just saying.
We left that in the
Sterling
other building.
passed away, and the fan was throwing calls from 30 years ago. I didn't hear it. It's not
How about
the
this?
system.
How about this?
Sorry.
I will find the call before the end of the show.
Yes,
wow.
You will. Yes,
All right,
you will.
Peter, get ready. You ready?
Okay.
Jason Pominville.
Oh my goodness.
Huh?
You're supposed to hit
These
thing.
are strange pull Sabres in the game.
Pominville.
Tyler Ennis.
Wow.
Andre Sekera.
Jeez.
Tim Connolly.
All right, it's the whole team.
It's the whole team.
I'm standing by my list.
Thomas Vanek. He had a good career.
I know Tim Connolly.
Tomas, if you're nasty.
Yeah.
That's a great line.
Let's get back to the busy phones. Let's talk to Steve on Long Island. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Steve?
Hello.
What's up, Steve?
That was so good.
Steve.
Hello?
I'm laughing. I'm sorry.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
So, just wanted to go back to the Stearns thing.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a business world out there. And whether it's the middle of the year, the end of the year, it shouldn't matter. Someone has to prove their worth, and he certainly hasn't. So the point, I don't understand Don saying, let's wait till the end of the year and then first look to someone. That doesn't make sense to me.
But you got to find someone. Who are you pivoting to?
Who are you taking out?
This is the general manager.
Listen, I would think we don't know the inside of what's going on.
I'm telling you, there is no pivot because this is the guy he's wanted forever. So it's a combination of it just never happens. And in this case, Steve, it's not going to happen. I understand what Alan's saying. He has not done his job. He's been a problem. Fire him. Who are you bringing in? All right. Somebody on social media said that why don't they bring in Theo Epstein? Theo Epstein's trying to be an owner.
He's in ownership.
All right, he's done.
Yeah.
He's done being a general manager.
He's not going to be a general manager. No.
And who the hell wants to take over and fix this problem? This is something you do in the offseason. Like kick a line in the Sabres. We're on a Sabres kick all of a sudden. They went to kick a line and firing Kevin Adams. And you know what he did? Nothing. Didn't make a trade. Didn't sign anybody because they felt like they were done with Adams. Bringing kick a line didn't do anything. The person that comes in here to replace Stearns is going to have to do a lot. Come in with that stupid hard hat and the vest that the Mets put on when they hit home runs. That's what this next general manager is going to do. He's blowing it up like a construction worker. But, or like pest control. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com, protecting your home inside and out. More of your calls at 1-800-919-3776. At 5 o'clock, we'll pivot to the Knicks, and we'll talk to Monica McNutt at sometime in the 5 o'clock hour. We've got a big ENN coming up at 6, and then we'll take you to the Devils and the Mets and the Tigers at 6:30.
Only the Devils.
On ESPN New York.
another dominating step towards a championship.
The New York Knicks have redefined playoff dominance. And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think that's really great to see our team in this mindset, the feeling that we got a lot more work to do.
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
The pursuit of the Larry-O is alive and well.
You like the rhythm that you're in, but if we expect to be who we think we're capable of being, we'll find a way to stay consistent with what we're doing.
Hear all the games here on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back. This is John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates. Did you know Social Security takes money out of every paycheck you earn, paycheck after paycheck, and you're not supposed to touch that money until you're 67? What if you can't work? What if you need that money now? The system is challenging and most people get denied. That's a fact. D'Agostino & Associates has the experience to win, and we win a lot. If you filed for Social Security disability benefits and were denied, let us appeal. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. Bite back means fight back. 1-800-248-3222. We'll fight to get you paid. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and handles Social Security disability claims and appeals. Remember, if you've been denied, call us first. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates. We win a lot.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Everyone loves Rick. It's fine. I don't need to go to anything. I'm an ass pimple is what I am.
Mike Trout is a pimple on my ass.
I'm not even a pimple on the ass. I'm an ass boil is what I am. I'm sorry.
Boil.
I am the station hemorrhoid is what I am.
DiPietro hemorrhoid?
Yes. The station hemorrhoid. That's what I am.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Right. So I'm the station hemorrhoid.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. So if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. More options, better payouts, all NBA playoffs long. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Earn an accredited MBA in as few as 16 months for about $21K at University of Maryland Global Campus. Explore 10 specializations, including finance, HR, cyber technology, and more. Plus, showcase the value of your MBA with a comprehensive learner record and digitally demonstrate in-demand skills and credentials to employers. No application fee if you apply by June 1st. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far-corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including Verizon, ThriveWell Infusion, BetMGM, and London Jewelers on ESPN New York.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg with you till 6:30. Then it's the Mets and Tigers. Monica McNutt will join us in the 5 o'clock hour. We got some Knicks sound we want to play for you. But let's get back to the busy phones at 1-800-919-3776. Joey's in Montclair. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Joey?
Hey, guys. Always a pleasure to be on. Don, absolutely no respect to the list. I have the utmost respect for it. However, I do think you have to take out Aaron Judge because I think the greater Yankee moment is Marcus Thames. Comes up, very first pitch he sees in the major leagues, rocks a home run off Randy Johnson. And the only reason I say that beats 2 home runs in that massive blow by Judge is because I remember that game, but I can't remember who threw that pitch to Aaron Judge.
Oh, it's you're showing it's a strange pull Yankee fan. That's what you are.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I like it.
That is a strange pull.
You know, I dove when I come up with a list, Joey. I dive into my memory bank and then I kind of look and check some things out. But no, that's a good one. I remember that being a big deal, you know, home run on its first pitch and all that. But no, that's good. I like it. And again, really good strange pull. Will in North Carolina's got a strange Nick pull. What do you got?
Hey, hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, it's Will from the Bronx. I heard North Carolina. I got confused.
Well, it says NC here, so there's some confusion. Sorry, Will.
Yeah, no, I was on hold yesterday, but then Rich called. I said, "There's no way I'm making the last call." Please.
Oh,
but I wanted to say, Don, don't stop the list ever. And then I got a couple of strange pulls from yesterday that I wanted to call in, but in Rich fashion, I wanted to see if I could say it in the way he would say it.
Go ahead.
If that's okay with you guys.
Do it.
Hey, Don, Hahn, Peter, I got some names here. I went to see Ronnie Torioff once. He was the best Knick I ever seen. I saw Louis Munson. He was incredible. I also had seen Chris Copeland. He's an amazing Knick player. And people always forget that Mike Bibby played his last game as a Knick in the Garden. Take care, guys.
You know what? Great effort.
That was
really
a good effort.
Solid effort.
And I love that the over-exaggeration of somebody that you never heard of who was the greatest ever.
Ronnie Torioff.
Ronnie Torioff, a very good pull. That's a very good pull. We did get Copeland. We did get Amundsen. Mike Bibby. You know, that's one of those trivia questions.
I forgot about Mike Bibby.
That's two former
and
Knicks.
I forgot about Torioff here, too.
2 former Knicks who have combined for the most points in NBA history.
I had a list during COVID
Henry and Mike Bibby
of like the greatest players that ended their careers in like strange places that you forget.
Yeah.
That it was like Franco Harris as a Seahawk.
Oh, wow.
Johnny Unitas as a Charger. You know, like
what was Namath? Namath was
a Ram.
A Ram, right?
77.
Charger now.
Starks in a Bulls uniform.
Starks is a Bull, yeah.
Definitely did not.
And also
make sense,
Pippen is a Sonic.
Pippen as a Sonic.
And a Rocket, right?
Well,
Rocket, yeah.
Trailblazer.
Ewing as a
Wizard, right? Ewing was a Sonic.
Ewing was a Sonic.
Yeah.
He was a Magic.
He was a Magic.
Was he a Raptor too, or was that Hakeem?
That was Hakeem.
Yeah.
Hakeem Olajuwon
is a Raptor. Is
with
terrific.
That dopey dinosaur jersey on. That was one of those where it's like, no, you got to go. It's time to go. Like, we can't see you like this.
There's a lot of football ones, and you kind of forget about them because it was weird.
There's also a lot of weird baseball ones, aren't there?
Oh, sure.
Certain players that you're like, they put on a uniform and you just can't believe they're in that uniform.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to think of.
We love doing this game.
Yeah. Again, Euclid in a Yankee uniform still blows my mind.
That is.
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
And even though it was as a manager, it was just weird seeing Ted Williams as a Washington senator.
Yeah, because I have to wear the uniform.
I'm trying to think of a really good baseball one.
Give me a hockey one.
Oh, well, hockey one.
Yager wore so many uniforms. It's not strange.
Yager played for 9 different teams.
It's not strange.
At a certain point, the Penguins became strange. That's how many other uniforms he wore.
Ron Duguay as a Red Wing. Very strange.
Yeah, Ron Duguay is a Red Wing. That was like a big deal when they traded him away to the Red. Oh, I want to get a good. This is one you forget because he came out of retirement to play. But Claude Lemieux is a Shark. You probably don't even remember.
No.
I think it might like even 2010, 2009.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, don't remember that.
Yeah, there's got to be. There's a couple like jarring ones. It'll come. Was there any of the great Islanders? Well, obviously seeing Trottier.
John Tonelli has a Calgary Flame. Never sat well with me. Trottier has a Penguin. He won a couple of cups.
No, yeah. So that was not.
He was great.
That wasn't.
Another guy.
Bad
What a
for
great
him.
decision to move on from him. Oh.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, none of that. Yeah, because some of them did move on, but like they moved on to. Nick Fattiu is a Whaler and a Flame.
Yeah, I remember the Whaler days. Yeah,
those were strange. And even you don't even see it really. But the 3 years that Messier was a Canuck.
Where did Orr go?
Oh, Orr went to the Blackhawks.
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a very good one.
That's one where you're just.
It's one of the repulsive things about sports. What do you really think about it? Like these moments are like that you just kind of like cringe.
It's why the Jaylen Brown stuff, and as much as like this conversation about they're going to break him up, they should trade him, and I'm thinking like you can't see Jaylen Brown in any other uniform. It doesn't make sense, right?
No,
it doesn't make sense.
But it feels like it's going to happen.
I would not.
They're not just going to stay the same. And if you're going to get somebody like Giannis, you're going to have to give him up.
Oh God! You see the stuff Tatum said?
What did he say? I didn't hear it.
He was, and this was recorded before the playoffs started. It was because his anniversary of when he popped his Achilles, and so they decided, of course, let's commemorate it by doing an interview of where he is right now, which is not in the playoffs, but he didn't know it when he was recording this interview. And one of the things he said when they asked him about like your dream or what is your idea of success in a season. And he was just like, winning, holding up the championship trophy and the finals MVP. And it's like, that's a strange thing to say. Nobody ever says the finals MVP. But it's because he didn't win it when they won the championship.
No.
Brown won it.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, see, there's something between these two.
It's so crazy when you think how things, because we always talk about, and I'm the leader of this. Vegas is hardly ever wrong. They whiffed on the Celtics. How well they played without Tatum, and Tatum comes back and he's playing well, and they're the favorites, and they didn't even get out of it. And they blew a 3-1 series lead. Like, it's incredible how much they whiffed on that.
They looked, when you watch them play at the end of the regular season, all I kept thinking, how is anybody beating this team? They play so hard. They shoot the three.
And then they lose to a team that couldn't even stay in the gym with the Knicks.
And they lost to a team that literally couldn't defend.
Well, but you don't need to defend when you just jack up. But Derek White's just hauling threes out of nowhere.
It was definitely a.
I'm telling you, it was a bad. That was a.
No, it was.
People are downplaying it, and I get it. He's won a championship. It's a bad piece of coaching. Like, it's a historically bad piece of coaching.
Defiant, stubborn, whatever you want to call it.
And now, like, everyone seems to continue to give him a pass because they run up these numbers in the regular season. But at a certain point,
it's very Yankee. It's very Yankee. We believe in the home run. We believe in it. Strikeouts are fine. We'll live with strikeouts because we believe in the home run. It's the same thing as the Celtics. We believe in it.
We joke about, like, the NFL messing around with the golden goose because of all the games. The analytics is going to be not the death of sports, but, like, where you're going to see general interest decrease because it's like, dude, this is ridiculous. How much you're buying into all of this garbage. It just takes the fun out of the sport. 1-800-919-3776. Knicks, they spoke. We're going to hear from them. Monarch McNutt at some point during the course of the 5 o'clock hour. Ian and at 6. 5:30. We've confirmed 5:30 for Monica. It's a good spot. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
This is the Dan Graca Show.
What the Jets are doing, at least on the offensive side of the ball, they've now established a foundation. Whoever that quarterback is going to be, he's definitely going to be walking into a situation that is leaps and bounds better and sets you up for success than what the previous 2 first-round draft choice quarterbacks the Jets had that they walked into.
The Dan Graca Show, weeknights at 7 on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
Did your dog just get groomed? She's got a pep in her step.
Actually, she's gotten famous. She's one of 18 dogs on the new Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs from the New Jersey Lottery.
What?
Yeah, New Jersey voted, and 18 dogs were chosen.
Well, look at her.
It's gone to her head a bit.
Play the new Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs, featuring 18 real New Jersey dogs and a top prize of $200,000.
Oh, are you a famous doggy? Yes, you are.
Must be 18 years old to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And now it's time for traffic. Here's Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. Mets are home tonight over at Citi Field, and you're starting to move again on the Grand Central eastbound in Queens. They picked up that crash right before Northern Boulevard in the stadium. Stop and go there from the Triborough Bridge. A bit heavy heading across the Upper East River at the Whitestone. Delays there go back onto the southbound Hutch in the Bronx. Still have this huge issue over at the outbound George. Lower deck shut down underneath the apartments. Debris fell on the roadway. Everybody being forced to use the upper level on the Cross Bronx, Deegan, and Harlem River Drive. Can still get to the lower on the West Side Highway and Henry Hudson. That's your best bet to the outbound George. Inbound, not too bad for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln already about 30 to 40. Outbound Helen close to 45. This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait, sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
CarsForKids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, guys.
It's totally time.
Yankees fall to the Orioles 7-0. They also lose Max Fried in the third inning to some soreness in his elbow. He's going to get examined with imaging back in New York. Mets continue their series with the Tigers. Coverage on 880 immediately following us at 6:30. And the Cavs-Pistons Game 5 from Detroit on 1050, and that will start at 7:30. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during tonight's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Detroit, major city, right? Pistons in the second round for the first time since 2008, playing a pivotal Game 5. How much would it cost me to get into that building tonight? Little Caesars Arena?
$81.
$81.
You already knew?
Cheapest ticket.
You already. Oh, I thought it was rhetorical.
No, it's a real thing.
Well, I mean, it was performative rhetorical.
Yeah, I didn't know what was happening there. $81 to get in.
$81.
Yeah.
And how much in Minnesota? Tonight
Game
for their
6.
Game 6.
Spurs and Timberwolves, $86, cheapest ticket.
Well, we live in a stupid place.
Now, listen. I think, and how much is it going to cost to get into if the Knicks play Game 1 against the Cavaliers
at the Garden?
Tuesday, at the Garden.
Yeah, cheapest to get in is $593.
You already saw that.
Yeah.
Now,
to get in, cheapest.
To get in.
Cheapest.
Yeah, the get-in price on the secondary market is that.
Now, I think that goes to show you
how dumb we are here.
Well, no, you have a lot of affluent people. You probably can only get something like that in New York and L.A. You start to go to other cities, it's going to be more of a reasonable price, right? But because you have so many affluent people that live in New York and live in L.A., they know they can get that number, right? I don't think it has anything to do – it has something to do with the interest in the team. I'm sure they're interested in Detroit. The Pistons, when was the last time they were in the conference finals? 2004? Probably, right? They hadn't won a series since 2008.
No. They were in the conference finals against LeBron in
08.
07 or 08.
All right. Well, so 08 was the last time they won a series. So we're going 20 years since they've been this good.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's more of a Red Wing town than it is a Pistons town, but they care about basketball there. They care about basketball with the T-Wolves. But again, in Minnesota and Michigan, that's the going rate. But in New York, you just know that there are people that are going to pay that price.
It's just.
I think it's against the norm, right? Like that. I think the rest of the league, those prices are typical.
Well, I bet. Let's see. New York's number one.
Yeah.
Golden State.
Yeah.
Same or worse.
Okay.
Right there. Lakers after that.
I think Lakers,
and then,
Lakers and Golden State.
Maybe Dallas.
No.
Get some oil men that want to spend a lot of money.
No, it's still going to be down considerably from this. If Miami's really good,
maybe.
If Miami's on a championship run, I bet that ticket gets pretty pricey.
That's probably it.
No,
right?
You don't think so, Alan?
Not Miami.
Even when they're on fire.
Very easy to get in there.
Oh, okay.
But probably expensive to be close.
The
LeBron
LeBron days, early in the LeBron days, is probably the toughest it was to get in that building.
What if the Bulls got great again?
It's hard to tell.
Say,
you know why? It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Because this is where people misunderstand, and this is where I think Miami was a good guess, but if you think about it, it's not. Is that we think that these tickets are being gobbled up by the celebs. The celebs aren't paying anything.
No.
We're talking about the filthy rich people that you don't even know exist that are paying this money. You know what I'm saying?
That's the World Cup.
The guy, if Steve Cohen didn't own the Mets, he'd be just some billionaire that would probably pay, $10,000 to sit courtside for a Knicks game. You wouldn't know who he was. You walk by him, not know him. We think that it's Jay-Z paying. Now, Jay-Z's not paying that. He's getting it for nothing.
Somebody got him those seats.
Yeah, somebody probably paid for it, but not him. But that's not where it's coming from. It's from the filthy rich people. It's like L.A. might not be as high because you think L.A. celebrities.
Well, you saw
Tom
Game
Hanks
4. Did you see Game 4? Game 4, the Lakers lost. That was the closest you've seen celebrities at a Laker game of that magnitude. I can't remember because it really has fallen off. They aren't really going to the games, but they were all there because it could be LeBron's last game.
Yeah.
So you saw, the A-listers show up and sit courtside.
So the Knicks have been quiet. They last played on Mother's Day. It's Wednesday.
That's amazing.
They're not playing again until Tuesday, but they finally did speak today. Mike Brown gave an update on OG.
He practiced today in some aspects of it, some parts of practice. When we went live, he didn't go live.
I guess that's good news, right? He's on the court.
It is. Some people are concerned because he said when we went live, meaning scrimmage, he didn't. And they think that's a concern. I think it's precaution.
Yeah, of course. You're not playing
no
until
reason
Tuesday,
for you to go live, yeah.
But he's on the court. He's doing things.
Right.
So that's got to be a good sign. And then you want some gradual improvement as we get closer and closer to Tuesday. Jalen Brunson on Brown's coaching philosophy.
He's always wanted to have open dialogue since day one, and obviously he's still the coach and he's going to make the decisions and everything. But we give our opinions, and whether they're good or bad opinions, they're talked about and then they're decided on later. But I'm pretty comfortable with it. I think a lot of us are very comfortable with it.
How do you guys feel about that?
That it's collaborative?
That it's because a lot of times we kind of roll our eyes at the whole collaborative thing. It's the reason why when they moved on from Tom Thibodeau, that was the message. They were looking for a coach who would be more collaborative with the players. And we do sometimes think, oh, the players want more control, and that gets a little weird. But do we think like this it works when it's like this, a veteran group of high IQ players who kind of want to have a say in the way the team's played or want to at least have some input on it, and a head coach who's willing to accept the input and maybe even make a change and not be, no, this is how we're doing it, I'm the coach. How do we feel?
It feels like the reason I'm okay with it is because you knew that was going to be the case. They let Tibbs go. So, and it was done because a lot of the players didn't want him to be the coach anymore.
Right.
So when the new coach comes in, you don't think he's going to want to run things by the guys that got the previous coach fired?
Well, remember, Mike Brown came in with his own plan of how he wanted the offense to run. He watched the whole season. He watched the team. He got a feel from film and said, I think we can do this. And not everybody loved it, including, of course, most importantly, Karl-Anthony Towns. And then they had to make adjustments. And throughout the season, there were moments where the group got in front of the coach and said, we need to do this, we need to do that. And assistant coaches even chimed in saying, we should try this or we did this. And Brown so many times in his post games, and sometimes I thought like, okay, I think he's laying it on too thick here. He was always quick to say, well, that was Chris Gent who came up to me and said we should do this. So I said, all right, let's do it. And I give him credit. That's not on me. Then there are other times he's like, I made a mistake. I got outcoached tonight. I got to be better. These guys need more from me. He did that a lot this year. But at the end of the year, the famous story goes is the players went to him and said something with the offense has to change. And Towns got what he had been asking for a long time, which is I just give me the ball. Let me show you what I can do. And as Brown said, we kind of stumbled upon it. It feels like this has been a true collaboration, and it doesn't always work because collaboration sometimes suggests the players are in charge. I don't know if that's really the case here. I just think that the input is being taken by the head coach, and that doesn't always happen.
I just think it's smart in this day and age where it's got to be collaborative with your players.
As long as the players aren't like of ego, I want it my way.
I think
it's more collective.
I don't think sometimes being collaborative means the players run the show. I do think being collaborative is just that's the new way sports is being done now. General managers, they're collaborative with all their scouts and all their people, coaches sharing things with the players, general managers sharing things with Judge. You don't think they run things by Judge? You gave them all that money.
By now, you certainly do. Cole, I think those guys have a voice. I agree.
I think things are collaborative now because you got a lot of cooks in the kitchen now, and it's also a way to protect yourself, right? Like there's not that one guy that's going to go down with the ship.
Well, but
right?
Again, in some play, like PJ Tucker today was on Get Up, and he was really revealing some interesting stuff about how sometimes that can work the other way when you have two alphas in the room, and they always choose one. The organization always chooses one. And so the other either has to submit or it becomes sort of this alpha versus alpha fight and some defiance that can work sometimes because now you're getting the best of both. They're competing with each other. But it can also ruin a chemistry of a team because it does start to become like an animosity of, they're doing it his way. It's not working. I'm going to blow the play up and do it my way. And it doesn't always work that way. The example is, and Anthony, you and I were talking about this before the show, that little cut from Brunson. Do we have it? I know the question was kind of hard to hear. Did you say that you were able to get it or no? Because I can just
it's on the page.
It's on the page?
It is now.
There it is. Okay, so Don,
right.
I'll set it up the way it needs to be. Because
I have it written to be set up the way it needs to be set up.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so as a star, does it bother you not having the ball?
1, I'm not a star. 2, I want to win.
What do you think of that answer?
Say it one more time.
1, I'm not a starter. 1, I want to win.
No.
2, I want to win.
I'm not a star.
Oh, star.
It was like most stars, when the ball's taken out of their hands, we're going to run the offense a different way. You're not going to run ISO anymore. We're taking the ball away from you. You're going to play off the ball. Most stars, especially in the middle of a season when the top 3 offense would go, what are you kidding me? And he didn't do that. And so the question is, why most stars do that? Why didn't that happen here? And he's like, 1, I'm not a star, which, yes, you are, but he was smart enough to say it. And then 2, I want to win.
Yeah. I mean, that's
but I sincerely believe him. I mean, it's
a phenomenal statement, though, isn't it?
It's so refreshing to hear, especially in this sport, in basketball, where it just seems like the players constantly have to remind you how great they are and how they're stars. That's what makes him so great. That's why the fans love him. That's why, Alan, as much as you may disagree and not like it, that if they ever win a title, the fans are going to have him be number 1 because he took the discount. He doesn't refer to himself as a star. Like, the fans love that.
Very Clyde-like.
He's the anti-NBA player. Unfortunately,
you know
the
what?
fans aren't old enough to recognize that.
You're right about that part, is that he is not like today's NBA.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's old-timey.
His dad played in the 90s. Of course he is.
Now, we isolated the star and wants
Well,
to
that was
win.
the end. That was the end of the.
Right. This is the whole cut.
Some stars might push back. They're used to having the ball in their hands.
1, I'm not a star. 2, I want to win.
Why don't you think you're a star?
She said one question.
And then he walked out.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he knows he's a star, okay? But he also understands that the vibe of this team is better when he downplays his start.
Right.
And that's why you're starting to see this team is getting.
I also think
that's why it's kind of special.
Yeah. But he sincerely means it. I mean, I just think he literally is smart enough to know we've done both versions of this. There's the version when I shoot the ball a ton and score a lot of points. We do really good, but not good enough. And now there's this. I'm getting a little bit less, but I'm still getting mine. By the way, it's not like he's now averaging 12 points a game.
No, he's still taking a lot of shots.
Yeah, but we're winning. Let's not forget this guy won 2 titles at Villanova. This is who he is. Like, this is in his DNA. He's much more winner than he is.
He was also
scorer, star,
player of the year, national player of the year.
Yeah.
So when you're either best player or biggest name or biggest star has the most humility, what does that do for the rest of the room? What does that do for the other star on the team in Towns who it doesn't have to compete with the star? Well, he's carrying himself like a star. I want to get my benefits that he's getting. Now you start seeing, well, he's carrying himself like that. I need to be humble too. And it just changes the dynamic of the locker room, which is why, again,
I could be humble.
There's something special about this team.
Yeah.
Will they win it all? We don't know. But you can't deny there is something special about this team.
Now, we've talked a lot about the break, and how can you not? It's going to be a pretty significant break. Here's Josh Hart on whether it's good or bad.
The first series, we had, a 4 days break, I think it was. Yeah, that was good enough. Yeah. This right now, I think at least a week, if not 9 days. It's a long time. So obviously, it's good for recovery. But mentally, I'm watching the games. I'm just like, man, I'm just waiting to get back out there. So, it's a little long.
Yeah, I look at that as I don't think he's saying that it's going to negatively affect him.
He's just chomping at the bit.
He just wants to play.
He's chomping at the bit.
It is a long time to go without playing, and you're seeing other games. And, so is it going to affect him in a negative way? Probably not. Maybe a little rust in the first couple of quarters of game 1. But these guys want to play. You go from playing every other day. You had 4 days off between the series, which is nice recovery, and then, enough time to get back to work. But this is going to be obnoxiously long. But you know what? It won't be the longest. When the hell are they going to start the Eastern Conference Final?
The Western?
No, I mean in the NHL. Like Carolina. Carolina's going to be off for like 2 weeks. When did they beat the Flyers? What's today? Today's Wednesday.
That was Sunday. No, Saturday. That was Saturday.
Saturday,
Rick, wasn't it? Because they had to take because Friday night after the Knicks won, they were already taking the court up because they had the game the next day.
Right.
And then they had to put the court back down for the afternoon game on Sunday, and Philly was eliminated back-to-back. They closed the building.
Right.
No more
All
sports.
Right, so Saturday, right? The Sabres Canadians are at least going 6 because that series is even at 2.
What a series.
So they're playing tomorrow, which is Thursday, Saturday, and
So
if
that's
there's
a
a
week?
game 7, that would be like Monday. So they may not play till that's going to be
they'll be almost
over
10
2
days.
weeks.
Yeah, almost 2 weeks. Well, they played Saturday. You're not going to go to Saturday. It's going to be 10 days for sure.
Well,
because if you're playing a Monday, you said a Monday game 7?
Yeah, Monday. I guess Monday would be game 7. You're not going to play Tuesday. You'll probably play Wednesday, maybe Thursday.
You'll force Wednesday. That's too soon. You might do a Thursday, but that's almost
that's a significant amount of time. There can be too much.
For hockey, I don't know if the rhythm messes you up in hockey like that, right?
No, because it's not that kind of timing sport like basketball is.
Yeah, you better rest it.
1-800-919-3776. Let's go. Dan's in Westchester. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Dan?
Hey, guys. How you doing? I've been watching the Knicks for a long time, and I'm just curious, especially Alan, since you're at the stadium. During the Oakley and the Starks and the Ewing days, you could really hear the crowd go nuts, basically because, people could afford tickets back then.
Are you sure?
Now I feel like the tickets are so...
You sure about that, Dan? You sure people could afford... You sure people could afford to go to the Garden in the 90s when those teams were winning like they were winning? Are you sure?
You would know better than me, probably.
Yeah, no. That was a hard get-in, man.
That makes my next point. When I'm hearing these defensive chants and these guys that are paying these tickets, are they pumping that sound in, or do you think that's authentic?
They're not. They are not. They're not even pumping in, and they do this in other arenas. The organ plays. Right. There is no one saying defense. Like in the other arenas, you hear somebody saying defense into the PA. The crowd knows what to do there. I sit, just so you know, where I sit for games is literally right in the tunnel where the team will go into the locker room and the visiting team's bench. I'm right there. I promise you. The people sitting close to the court, they're making noise.
And just because you're a millionaire doesn't mean you're not a fan. You can get loud, right?
All you have to do is
not just for the common people that get loud.
Just look around the court. Even like I know Timothy Chalamet is a big star.
Chalamet.
He's jumping up and down.
Chalamet.
The players that they bring in, all the alumni, they're going crazy, chest bump. That is not. There's nothing fake about that. Nothing.
But there was always that feeling that now they priced the common fan out, and now you got the pretty people there, and the building isn't as loud.
Yeah, the building's loud, I'm telling you.
It's loud. Now, was it louder back in the day? I mean, maybe the reimagining with the bridge and everything kind of maybe.
No, Don, it's loud.
Well, I know, but it's never. It always feels like the old days it was louder. Clearly, the old Yankee Stadium is louder than the new Yankee Stadium. Now, is it acoustics? Is it the way it was? I don't know.
Something I've never witnessed, so I can't speak on that because I've only been in the new stadium a few times, and I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know. I'm not good to answer that.
That's what I've heard. But
look,
also,
UBS versus the Coliseum. I mean, there's clearly a different sound, but in UBS can get loud.
Well, but the ceiling was lower
Coliseum
at the Coliseum.
Had a different sound.
Different.
Yeah.
The loudest building I was ever in for hockey was Rexall Place back when I was at the 06 Stanley Cup Final when the Hurricanes played the Oilers. I was deafening. My ears were ringing because that was built like the Coliseum, low ceiling.
Yep,
might even have the same architect.
Northlands Coliseum.
Yeah, and then they're in the new place. It's a monolith, and you just can't get as loud. That's the way it is. Rob in the car. You're on ESPN New York. Rob.
Hello.
What's up?
Oh, hi. Yeah, hi.
We got you, Rob.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Yeah, I think I want to give Mike Brown a ton of credit because whoever's idea it was, the timing of choosing to run the offense on some possessions through Pat is absolutely brilliant. I mean, he got Brunson was playing off the ball more through the season, but this wrinkle is something that teams haven't had a chance to defend. And even if it's Cat said, give me the ball more, I'm happy to give the ball to a big man who says, I want to get more assists. That's just a win-win for everyone. And I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts.
That's exactly. You know what, Phil? It's a good point you're making because that's really what it becomes when a second star is not getting shots, and like Julius Randle was like this, kind of getting lost in the offense and frustrated. And then he gets the ball, he starts forcing shots, and now it really messes things up. Towns wasn't about, I want more shots. He just wanted to be involved, and he loves to pass. And that is why this works, because it's not a debate of who should get more shots and it's my turn versus your turn. Towns is like, no, it's everybody's turn. I'll make the decision of where the ball should go, but I'm not looking to shoot more. I just want everybody to be involved, including me. And that's when Brunson decided to back off and say, all right, let's do this. And it's so far for 7 games, it's worked wonderfully.
Monica McNutt is going to join us next. Talk a little bit more Knicks. Calls later on. ENN at 6. Mets baseball at 6:30. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch. I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
This is the Michael Kay Show.
The Yankees are a really, really good team, but there are flaws. Is it doom and gloom? Of course not. But there are things that can be improved, and I'll give you a list of them. The bullpen does not have a lot of swing and miss in it. The offense out of catcher is an issue, and another guy that has not performed up to his capabilities and had to get more out of him is Jazz Chisholm.
The Michael Kay Show, weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, it's time to saddle up for some big wins with our $65,000 Winner's Circle drawing. Be here every Friday in May between 4 and 6 p.m. when 4 winners will be drawn every hour to win $250 free play. At 7 p.m., 4 winners will join the Winner's Circle to win $2,500 cash. Ride your winning streak where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
D'Agostino, law, bite back. Did you know that Social Security disability takes a bite out of every one of your paychecks? So when they deny your claim, bite back. I'm John D'Agostino from D'Agostino & Associates, and I'm proud to announce our first ever Social Security Disability webinar. It's happening on June 3rd at 1 o'clock. In just 1 hour, you'll learn your rights, understand the appeals process, and find out how our experienced SSD attorneys can help you get the benefits you've earned. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Register now by calling 1-800-BITE-BACK, 1-800-248-3222, or go online to daglawteam.com/SSD webinar. That's daglawteam.com/SSD webinar. D'Agostino Law is here to bite back, to fight back, to get you the SSD benefits you've earned. Register today at 1-800-248-3222.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We've got the Mets home over at Citi Field. Stop and go right at the Whitestone Bridge, heading across the Upper East River into Queens. Delays there go back onto the southbound Hutch in the Bronx. Grand Central eastbound, some heavy pockets of slowdowns heading over to the stadium from the Triborough Bridge. Still have this issue over at the outbound George. Lower deck shut down underneath the apartments. Early this morning, debris fell on the roadway. You can't get there from the Cross Bronx, Teagan, and Harlem River Drive. Those are being forced to use the upper level. Westbound Cross Bronx going to run you about an hour and a half. Inbound George looking good for both the upper and lower decks. Outbound Lincoln, your best ride at 20 to 30. Outbound Hahn run you 30 to 40. This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at truegreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Now time for the Monica McNutt Report, brought to you by Calandra's Bakery and BetMGM. It's Wednesday. It's not 4, it's 5:30. It's more prime time, and she deserves that with the Knicks on their way to the conference final. How are you?
I'm good, guys. How are y'all?
Waiting. And we got a long wait. It was nice to actually hear from some Knicks today, but just weigh in. Rest versus rust. Is this too long, just right? I mean, how do you feel about the 8-9 days they're going to have to wait before they play their first game of the conference final?
You know, Don, I'm actually really confident in this group. I think that the way, it's not just, yes, the fruit of the shift in mindset is the way that they're playing, but I think the shift in mindset also will get them through this opportunity to sort of regroup. So I think the time is going to be fine, and I think as we continue to look at what's happening in the counterpart series, I just don't see a world where at the level at which they're playing now, they would come into a game one and be tripped up by an exhausted team. Like I'm having a really hard time seeing that based on where they seem to be in this postseason.
Monica, do you think after watching the series, and that's really all, we're now all engaged in Cavs Pistons, do you feel like this looks like it might go 7 because of how back and forth it's been? Are you feeling that?
Yeah, that's where I am. I think it was cool to see James Harden kind of come alive in the postseason in the last outing, but I expect the Pistons to respond. And I think what is unique in this series compared to the first series for the Pistons is I think their role guys are starting to figure it out. Like Jalen Duren hasn't necessarily been his all-star self, but they are starting to figure out something that has allowed them to be far more productive than they were versus the Magic. So I think that one's going to go 7. I see that one going the distance.
Did you have any surprise about last weekend and how games 3 and 4 went, or at that point were you feeling good that this team was just going to roll through and do it in 4?
I mean, I talked to y'all before that. 3 was still a surprise to me, but by the time we got to 4, I was like, all right, the exhaustion has absolutely won. In addition to the Knicks are refusing to take their foot off of the gas, which was the most impressive part to me. So, yeah, I mean, I was at the Disney Upfronts last night, and it was really cool. And just talking, Knicks fans are all over the city, just everybody's various perspectives. And what's adorable and very charming and loyal, if I might add, is people acknowledging where they were or what they did through the 4-game series and their unwillingness to break it as we move into the next round. Like some Knicks fans I know are diehard Knicks fans didn't get a chance to watch the first 3 games, and they feel like that's what they need to do to make this team win, which I laughed at. But I'm really excited for this group. I think when you read about championship cultures and dynasties and such, and they can't quite put their finger on what it is, it feels like there's a piece of that unfolding with this squad.
It's been so special just to not only win 7 straight, Monica, but to win in the fashion that they're doing it. And I agree with you. I don't think they're going to be too tripped up by the long layoff, but it's not a lack of concentration. It is a long time not to play. So it could affect you in the first couple of quarters, right? And maybe that's enough to maybe slip up and lose a game. I'm not saying that it's going to affect them being able to move forward,
but you played. Is there a practice? Is there a scrimmage? Is there anything that can get you prepared physically for the longest layoff of your season?
But I think, all right, so what do we have? If we base future outcome based on the past, it took them a minute to warm up a little bit in game one versus Atlanta, and that was a little bit of a chunk of time there. But I just think, I can't explain it, but I just feel like the professionalism in terms of where these guys are, understanding what the opportunity is in front of them, the accountability that I think they're developing to one another, and these are all the intangible things, but also very practically, like this offense is something that even the next opponent has not necessarily seen at this clip yet. And the offense has served this group so incredibly well, and we're not even talking about what they're doing defensively yet. And so I think you get after it, you study the film. I do think there's probably a couple of hard practices in there this week, but obviously the goal is to make sure everybody's healthy to move into the next round. And then you let the first half of the first game get you back into the flow of things, which I think for them, because of the flow state, it seems to be the very popular term right now, but because of the collective team flow state, I just don't see it getting tricky until they get out of the next round. And perhaps I'm naive, but that's where I am.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. The regular season ended on a Sunday. Game one was on a Saturday. That's a whole week that they had, right? And that game one, if you remember, Jalen Brunson couldn't miss in the first quarter. He had an unreal start. Mm-hmm. It's, the game finished the way they wanted to. They won the game, but, they kind of took their foot off the gas. They had to learn from that, of course, but they were fine a week off. Then they had, was it 4 days off after the first round into the second round? And it kind of same thing, right? They had a really, really good game one. I don't know. And the other part is, it's funny, is compared to last year's run, is they've blown teams out to a point where a lot of times their starters aren't even playing in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So the load really, they have not had a workload at all throughout this playoff so far. Do you think that actually, while we worry about rust and all that stuff, do you think it might be a benefit to the fact that whoever they're playing might go to 6 or 7 games? Both teams already had 7-game series in the previous rounds, so they're going to have, whichever team comes out of this, high mileage. That has to be a benefit in some way, doesn't it?
I don't think if for any team ever going into an opportunity, they would have scripted it as give us 4 series of 7 games of buzzer beaters. I don't think anybody will say that ever. Right? And so, yeah, of course, we have this week off, and so our minds have the opportunity to wander. But especially in light of the OG situation, right? This rest is so incredibly timely. Now, let's zoom all the way out, right? And you did a great job of looking at the calendar between each series so far, Hahn, right? But let's go back to last year. Do you think if this team could have had 4 days off last year, or 5 days off last year, things might have panned out differently? I do. And so for me, I've seen it go the other way, and it didn't quite work. So now I'm firmly willing and leaning into the opportunity to try it in a form that looks most advantageous on paper. The thing about shaking rust versus rest, for me, is that is a maturity thing. And by all indications, outside of those 2 one-point losses, this team has not only taken another level in its play and the way they've shown up for one another, but in their accountability and in their maturity. And that, to me, is what moves you through this next round and allows you to optimize this opportunity as opposed to it becoming something that is ultimately a detriment.
It's interesting, though, Monica. I go back. Alan and I have been going back and forth a little bit on this. Sometimes I'm not sure how much I agree that it's a maturity thing, much as sometimes I'm not talking about the team going to sleep because they have a break. I'm talking about just momentum slowing down because you're just in rhythm. You were a D1 athlete at a top level school. Is there anything to that? Just not because you go to sleep, but just the fact that you're playing every other day and then you stop just can sort of naturally throw off a rhythm, or is that not a thing?
I think it totally has an opportunity to be a thing, Rosenberg, but I would offer back to you, are you talking then about rhythm, or do we need to analyze it as inertia, right? I just think, you know who said he wants to keep playing? Nick Nurse, after his team beat Boston. And you see what that looks like, okay? So I think just because a thing is, shout out to Black Panther, because this was the line that Shuri offered to the king. Just because something works well does not mean it cannot be improved, right? And so this opportunity is not saying that they weren't in a hell of rhythm, but imagine if you have the opportunity to tweak a little bit. How much better could it then sound if you have an opportunity to really lock in and optimize? Right? Now, if somebody ultimately, if we get to the next round and we all like, dang, that week off was the dagger, then fine, we will have lived it. But right now, as I'm looking at it, I don't think that we should be overly enamored with how good they look. They have looked fantastic. I take nothing from that. But to me, because they continue to raise the bar, particularly in the series versus the Sixers, I think there might even be, and I said this on the postgame show, Hahn heard me, I think the best might even be yet to come if you really give them an opportunity to show up and to really tweak what they're doing.
And have 6 days to work on it, right? Like that's the other thing is you don't have an opponent yet, so it's not like you can work on scouting stuff. So why not add some layers to this offense that you quote unquote stumbled upon that no one else has seen, as you mentioned. So I'm with you on it. It is going to be, of course, the proof will be in what we see when they play, but I don't think it's something to be worried about because in the playoffs you take advantage of any type of rest and recovery, especially with OG Anunoby, who they said did practice, didn't participate in live action stuff like scrimmaging and whatnot. Do you consider that precautionary with him, and do you feel like he'll be there for game 1?
You know what? I can't answer that, honestly, but I think that I want them to take whatever measures they think they need to be in a position when the clock strikes game time for real. And to me, game 1 might not be that versus a team that has come off of a 7-game series and likely, depending on the schedule, similar to Philly, will have had 1 day to prepare for the next game. So to me, again, y'all, we're so enamored with this year, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't be. And this run has been literally historic by all numbers and by what we've all witnessed. But, I'm old enough to remember OG Anunoby falling apart in the postseason. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, give me all the precaution. Give me all the precaution so that dude is available when he's needed most.
Talking to Monica McNutt, her weekly spot here on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Is there one player in this run that has surprised you?
I think it's Mikal, just because there was so much swarming around him. And he has just come and hooped on both sides of the basketball. But honestly, Don, I can make the argument for a bunch of different guys. I think Cat has really optimized his level. And whether you credit that to the new offense stumbling into his mindset, blah, 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 he's really turned over a leaf and embodied everything that all of the OGs and Hall of Famers were kind of having these sidebar conversations that got caught all over TV cameras with him all season in terms of him being an X factor. But I also would say, to Hahn's point, I think Jalen has been better than we've seen in the postseason. Typically, it takes him a little second to warm up, maybe the first game, maybe the first 2 games. That's not been the case for him in the postseason either, right? Josh continues just to be steady. I think one of the things that I'm looking forward to as they continue to progress through this postseason, I think Landry Shamet finding himself is going to be something that we're going to look back on as this thing continues to move forward, because he's a guy that offers you a little bit more size and always offers you the effort on both sides of the basketball. And if he can maintain the rhythm, what do you have? 15, and I forget what he had in the game after that. But if he can maintain his rhythm as far as three-point shooting, he's going to bring the effort on the defensive side.
Yeah, he had 12 points in the clinching game, too, knocked down a couple of threes.
There you go.
Which, you're right. That was good to see. So you were at the Upfront. What was that like?
So much fun. So here's the other thing. Our boy Jalen Brunson pulled up. Outstanding, because they swept. And I'm we have a relationship. His sister and mom were there, and one of his business partners. But we're near each other. And, of course, guys, he's a magnet for all of these celebrities that we've watched all of our lives. And somehow I become the unofficial photographer, but it also leads me to an opportunity to get this really dope picture with Whoopi Goldberg and Quinta Brunson and, all of these people that I've watched and enjoyed on television.
There you go. Go ahead. Take it all in.
So, it was great. We had such a good time.
Wait, are Quinta and Jalen related?
So I was present for this conversation in which she admits that she has deeply thought about this, and she's checking in with Sandra, Jalen's mom, about where their Brunson name is from compared to where her name is Brunson's from. Her dad's name, her dad also goes by Rick Brunson, but he was Derek Brunson, and of course, Rick Brunson that we know is actually Eric Brunson. So I don't know if they're actually connected, but they all went with it.
By the way, neither of these guys should be named Rick Brunson.
They just chose.
That's what I just learned. Neither of them are Richard or Rick, or just Eric and Derek.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
It was great.
That is so funny. Good times.
It was really great. Cooper Flagg was there. He chopped it up a little bit about his rookie season and his awards. Shaq, we were saying hello. We take a picture. He's like, "You ready to go to the finals?" I was like, "All right, big Shaq from your words to God." He's like, "I love that. I love the way that sounds."
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Cody Rhodes?
Great,
I saw Cody was there.
We did see Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was the one person that Jalen got super excited to go.
I figured.
Definitely geeked out. Yeah.
he's a wrestling guy. So yeah, it was fantastic. It was a really good night.
Well, enjoy it. We've got a long run ahead of us, so we'll talk to you next Wednesday. Or maybe earlier, who knows?
Outstanding, y'all.
Because we might be outside the Garden on Tuesday if they're playing the Cavaliers, and we're going to have you. So we'll see. It might be less than a week.
I'm down for that.
All right.
Oh, I'm down for that. Also, I did promise Quinta Brunson that I would share this. She has an economic take on why Knicks fans are able to take over at Xfinity Center, which I really do appreciate from her.
She knows Philly well. Yeah.
She does. She's native. She's like, look, here's the deal. Philly's actually one of the poorer cities in the U.S.
Okay.
New York, according to her story at least, is the number one richest, right? Okay, fine, we'll go with that. She's like, Philly people can't afford those tickets anyway, and then they get raised for the playoffs, and then you got rich people from New York that come down because it's closer. It just makes so much sense. I did appreciate her thoughtfulness. She's a true sports fanatic. And I said, girl, y'all just going to have to be better, though, because until then,
right, because if you don't have as much money and you know the tickets are kind of a mistake, you're going, I'll spend the money if they're worth it, but not when you know they have no heart and they don't believe they can win.
Exactly. Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, Eagles fans aren't, or I should say just Philly fans who have Eagles tickets aren't going to do the same thing.
No, because they believe in that team and they've given them reason to.
Yeah.
Different.
So I was like, I really appreciate this exchange with you. If you ever want to cast me on Abbott Elementary as Ava's cousin,
there you go.
Women's Sports Day, let me know.
So thanks, Monica.
Have a good week,
Monica
Enjoy.
schnurred there a little bit.
I love it.
I don't mind that at all.
Yeah.
That was the Monica McNutt Report. It's brought to you by Calandra's Bakery. Just 4 simple ingredients and still made by hand since 1962. Available fresh daily at your local supermarket. And BetMGM. Own your moment. Make it legendary. Download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. I don't buy it. Not that she's wrong. She's not wrong about the economic situation. But it still comes back to they hate their team. So that's why it made sense
to
do it, because there's still the economics for the other 3 teams in the area, and because they believe in those teams, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like both things can be
And
right.
the owners recognized that, and the first thing they did was fire the general manager.
Exactly.
First thing they did.
He was out within like 48 hours of the embarrassment. We have congratulations in order. And NENN at 6. Don Hahn and Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Bigger facilities, faster lines, and more preservatives? While the world automated, Calandra stayed at the counter. At Calandra's Bakery, they stick to the basics. Real people, real ingredients, and real messy counters. Calandra's bread is all natural with 0 preservatives, just 4 simple ingredients doing their thing, which means it might not last as long as the others, but that's kind of the point. Flavor like theirs doesn't come from a factory. Calandra's Bakery, still made by hands, not robots, since 1962.
It's the playoffs. Knicks fans, get in on all the postseason action with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and make every matchup mean more than ever with the best daily promotions in the business. Plus, enjoy thousands of casino games with BetMGM Casino in New Jersey. Download today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Chris Carlin with you. Glad to be joined right now by Taylor Canfield. He is the U.S. Sail GP team driver. And we are all getting ready for the Mubadala, New York Sail Grand Prix coming up at the end of May. Taylor, how we doing?
Yeah, we're excited for the home event in New York. And, can't wait to be there and racing in front of all the fans.
Now, what is your role as driver of the U.S. Sail GP team?
So as a driver, you kind of have 2 different roles. One is trying to help make sure that the boat is going, as fast as you can around the racetrack. And then in addition to that, kind of the decision maker on board and, using the information that I'm getting from the whole team and the coach booth to kind of make those split-second decisions around the racetrack.
It sounds like an awesome atmosphere. What's the energy going to be like sailing right at New York City?
There's no better feeling racing in front of the home crowd, representing our country and hearing their cheering through our headsets that we have on board is, it gives me the chills just thinking about it. So we're pumped.
We're looking forward to the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix coming at the end of May. Taylor, thanks.
Did your dog just get groomed?
she's got a pep in her step.
Actually, she's gotten famous. She's one of 18 dogs on the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs from the New Jersey Lottery.
What?
Yeah, New Jersey voted, and 18 dogs were chosen.
Well, look at her.
It's gone to her head a bit.
Play the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs, featuring 18 real New Jersey dogs and a top prize of $200,000.
Oh, are you a famous doggy? Yes, you are.
Must be 18 years old to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off and to wear a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
It's playoff basketball. You got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got. Let's go.
So tune in because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we want.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
Subscribe to the ESPN New York, or to ESPN New York on YouTube. Stream the full Weekday Lineup live. Watch complete replays or catch up fast with can't-miss highlights. Jump into the live chat, react in real time, and make your voice part of the show. Subscribe to ESPN New York on YouTube now. Stay locked in so you never miss a moment. Take you up until 6:30, then it's Mets baseball. We've got E&N coming up at 6. Congratulations to Matthew Schaefer. Unanimous Calder Trophy winner for Rookie of the Year. It was a no-brainer. No shot that anybody else. There were some good rookies, too. Davidoff in Montreal, Seneca in Anaheim, Dobish, who's been amazing for Montreal in the postseason, but none of them were going to be able to touch Schaefer, who is the first unanimous winner of the Calder Trophy since
Solani.
You didn't see it? That's great. That's a great poll. 92-93 season. Why? Because he scored 76 goals. Like, think of the significance.
But he wasn't really true rookie though, right? Like,
how old was he?
That was the argument.
That is a good question.
Didn't he that was the thing that 70 goals is insane.
But yeah, he had come over.
There was no question.
He wasn't right. He was He was a Finnish player.
Yeah.
He was 22 though. He was 22 his rookie year.
I don't know why I thought he was. Was it who was the McGinley? Who was the one that came in? He was like 26, the rookie.
Oh yeah, well, there was a lot of them that came over. Like Larionov was
not Shelovs. In the early '90s, though, there was a lot of that happening because the.
Can we just? I know it's outdated, but can we just do that again? Because I had so much fun hearing it a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, both of them?
Yeah, the both of them together is just it's pretty special.
She loves Skinner.
The Skinner part is really
I enjoy that.
It makes it. But the Schaefer is somebody that if you don't know his story, and I know when he was drafted, his story was told about losing his mother. But in all honesty, like you really, if you're a sports fan in New York, you're not a sports fan if you don't know this player and his story. Because as great of a player as he is, and we're talking about all time, he had a rookie season for a defenseman especially that you almost never see, that almost, I mean, this is like level impact. And he's probably a better human than he is a hockey player. When you know what he's doing right now today? So he was on GMA. That's when the Martin family he lived with this year kind of surprised him with the trophy.
Right.
And that he had won.
Pretty cool moment.
That's amazing. And then you know what he did with the rest of his day? Took the Calder trophy with him to the hospital.
They too.
To visit,
did he do that yesterday too? He's been doing it the last couple of days.
They visited children in the hospital, in the cancer ward, and he spent time talking to them. There was one little boy, it was his birthday. They sang happy birthday. Like, this is what he's doing with his time. Why? Because it's personal to him. Hockey Fights Cancer is a really big deal in the sport. And he has made that, like, that's clearly his cause for obvious reasons because he lost his mother. And he has made it personal. Keep in mind, he's 18 years old. He's
and this all happened pretty recently.
Yeah. And so he's somebody that even though he's very young and has had this huge impact and has become one of the biggest names in the sport, he still, to me, is so grounded, it's incredible. And it says a lot about how he's raised, but just what he's made of. What a great example he is. And I'm telling you, this is not just like a basic hockey player. If you've never watched him play, Don, you call games. Yeah. This guy's a highlight.
No,
his speed, his IQ. There's so much about his game that is so compelling that, you are drawn to him. But this stuff that you're seeing about today with him spending time, I know that he's partnered up with one of the local hospitals, with Northwell Health, right? The Cohen Center. Like, this is why he's such a great story and why he should be celebrated. And yes, he's on the Islanders. It's not the Rangers. It's not a high-profile team. But this, everybody, Judge, Brunson, Schaefer's on the level of that as a star as far as his talent, but also the type of person he is. You put him on the level of a Brunson and a Judge.
No, he's
easily.
Terrific story. So congratulations. He takes home Rookie of the Year. Let's go to Phil in Queens. You're on ESPN New York. What's up, Phil?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Don, I've been a fan since 1947.
There you go.
Let's go. Alan, you're cool, man. You're from Long Island, but I appreciate you, man. I just want to talk about the Knicks real quick. And
wait.
Peter's cool, too. But
from Long Island, but you were
he's a Queens guy, so
you don't like. My family's from where are you from in Queens?
I'm from Richmond Hill.
Oh, hey. So my family is from Howard Beach.
Okay, not too far. You're about like 10, 15 minutes. Right
I know Richmond Hill. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate you, Long Island. I went to NCC for 2 semesters to get my grades up. So
there you go.
So I'm right there with you guys. Yeah. All right. So I want to talk about the '90s Knicks real quick because you guys mentioned Jalen Brunson. His humility, and he's not a star, even though he is. But that kind of reminds me of the '90s Knicks, right? Where not everybody was. We had some good players, but nobody was like a star. But they were really good players, and nobody wanted to be the guy, but they always played as a team. And I think that's what Jalen Brunson brings. That's what Cat brings too, because Cat is a star. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Cat is a star. Cat is an A1 player, but they want to be a team, and that's what I think is going to bring us to the chip. So
I'll take you
further.
further.
Hear your thoughts about that.
Phil, I'll take you further back because it's something Clyde talks about. Bill Bradley said this about that '73 championship team that has like 8 Hall of Famers on it, but at the time, the league had superstar players. None of them were Knicks. Clyde was Clyde, and, Pearl obviously was known, and Willis. But it wasn't Wilt and Jerry West and Oscar Robertson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at the time, Lou Alcindor. Like, it wasn't those kind of names. But he said we weren't the best players individually in the league, but we were the best team. And that's kind of what you're getting here.
ENN is next.
Oh, yeah.
Don Anna Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Wait, before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, your winnings get a boost every single day, all playoffs long. Bet player props, bet live, from the opening tip to the final possession. Every bucket, every dime, every clutch takeover matters. And DraftKings Sportsbook keeps boosting you all the way through. All DraftKings customers can enjoy a profit boost every single day throughout the playoffs. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WHSQ to claim your profit boost. That's code WHSQ to get a boost every day of the NBA playoffs. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. One profit boost per customer per day. NBA playoff bets only. Bet restrictions apply and vary when offered. Max bet and boost vary. Boost only applies to winnings and expires at the end of the last NBA game each day. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends in 2 weeks. Take the test.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of the night. We've got the Mets home over at Citi Field. First pitch just a little over an hour away. A bit heavy at the Whitestone Bridge getting into Queens. You're backed up onto the southbound Hutch on the Bronx side. After that, expressway southbound in great shape, approaching the stadium and Northern Boulevard. If you're heading outbound across the Hudson River, stick with the Lincoln Tunnel if you can. That'll cost you about 20 to 30 minutes. Outbound Honer, only about 30 to 40 getting onto the Jersey side. All of that much better than the outbound, George. We still have this issue on the lower deck. You're shut down underneath the apartments. Debris fell on the roadway this morning. Everybody being forced to use the upper level off of the Cross Bronx, Deegan and Harlem River Drive. Cross Bronx going to run you at least an hour and a half. Inbound, George, just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Lower level in pretty good shape. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
With the new My Lowe's Pro Rewards American Express card, earn 3 points per dollar spent on Lowe's qualifying purchases for the first 6 months after card account opening. Plus, save 5% every day on eligible purchases at Lowe's and earn points on eligible purchases everywhere else Amex is accepted. Card members get more at Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. 5% can't be combined with any other offer. Exclusions and restrictions apply. Points subject to loyalty terms at Lowe's.com/terms and credit reward terms at Synchrony.com/MLPRA-terms. Visit Lowe's.com/business credit.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is an ENN Special Report. Now reporting...
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Hey.
Welcome to ENN.
Ray-Ro.
You ever watch YouTube?
It's brought to you by our friends over at Fanatics Fest NYC. Fanatics Fest, not only are they going to show you the World Cup final that Sunday so you can enjoy it if you're at Fanatics Fest, but You still want to take in the World Cup final on July 19th, but prior to that, on the 17th, they're going to have the big final presser with World Cup players, fans, all there to celebrate the World Cup right there from the Javits Center for Fanatics Fest. So that's all going down this summer, folks. I'd like to start off ENN by saying good evening to all of us.
Let me on the Mets though, Don.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we come back, there should be something. Well, no, actually, we're not. We already came back.
We're back.
I don't know if he's okay.
Everybody contributes.
It's a miracle I made it this far.
Good evening, Don.
Ow. What was that?
What was that?
Ow.
That's when you had your meniscus tear doing squats.
Oh, ow.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
you're taking my girth and asking my two knees to hold on, right?
And Allen.
What do I know? Not much.
And Allen.
No, I get it. I'm new here. That's true.
And Allen.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
what
hey, oh,
what was
hey.
That was the last segment with the caller from with Hillside.
Oh, way, yo, from Richmond Hill.
And to me. Hey, Tone, you want some Baja Fresh?
Oh, hey.
She loves. Get her. She loves.
We're gonna lose Don. We're gonna lose Don.
We gotta find this. We gotta find the Baja. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
Oh,
hey, Tone, you want some Baja Fresh?
And the fact that hit Peter and I, two complete strangers.
I don't know if I go that far.
No,
she loves.
At the time. At the time, you were probably living in D.C. You weren't in New York.
No. Yeah, it depends on the year. I came up during The Sopranos.
Right. So, and it both hit us in the same way. Two.
I'm gonna look right here. See if you.
It's got it.
I just loved it. Hey, Tom. Like, I just love the way he talked.
It's like, want some Baja Fresh?
There it is. For it literally the second.
I'll send a kid.
The things we find funny.
Can I get it one more time? It would be great. I don't want to hear the whole thing again. Nice and loud, please, for God's sake.
He's obviously at the Bing. You can hear the music.
You can hear it. Is that the?
There he is. You hungry, T? You want to send the kid for Baja Fresh?
Baja.
You want I send the kid? You want I send the kid?
You want I send the kid? So it's like, and they're speaking their own language.
Oh, they cut out words. This is actual words just cut out of sentences.
You want I send the king for
Hurry
Baja
up.
Fresh?
Baja Fresh.
And yet it's still good.
Whatever happened to Baja Fresh, by the way?
Wait, do we get an answer
Do
on
we
that?
know if
I think Chipotle
dead or
put him out of
alive?
business.
No, it's a great. I'm glad you brought
Baja
that up.
Fresh was good.
There's one in Hoboken.
Still?
Yep.
Oh
Is
yeah,
that the only one?
Here, no, I'm looking right now.
What do we got? Location?
So Hoboken,
All right.
and then because that's got to be really it. Because the next one, the thing that pops up is Taqueria, Baja California, in Brooklyn, New York.
That doesn't work.
All right,
So that's not
it's
it.
hanging on like, the last Roy Rogers.
Baja Fresh history.
See locations. What?
As of late 2024, Baja Fresh had 80 locations, 78 in the U.S., majority located on the West Coast. So not a lot here.
I got permanently closed.
Where? Long Island?
The one that used to be on Lexington.
There's one in Ocean Township.
Okay.
It was a big deal for a little while.
Yeah.
Well, so many places got in that business. The Mex American, it's sort of burritos. It leans.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
They still got a website going.
Oh, no. They have 80 locations.
Order now.
It's not
order in Los Angeles. Pick it up later.
It's not product placement. But you think they paid to get that in the script?
No.
Then that is a gift from God, right? I mean, it's the biggest show in the world. They could have mentioned any restaurant. They mentioned Baja Fresh, right? Like think about it. They must have been jumping for joy. You couldn't ask. That advertising is gold.
All permanently closed, these locations. So I looked at the big Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
Everything all over here is closed. I actually even think the thing that we thought was it in Hoboken may not even. No, it's not it.
Someone just used
It's
the
called
name.
Baja Mexican Cuisine.
There you go.
It's not even Baja. It's not even Baja Fresh.
So you know what? They got some franchising opportunities here on the website. You guys want to throw a couple of bucks together?
And bring back a Baja Fresh?
All you need is $250,000 in liquid and at least a $500,000 net worth.
Oh.
That's not nothing.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you and I feel like stopping by, any of us,
yeah.
right now, as I live and breathe.
Look closest.
Here we go. No problem. 3250 Wilshire Boulevard. Let's go swing on by.
Now, when I'm out, are you going to be out there anytime soon?
Oh, how about this? You got a Lakers game?
Yeah.
Because, no, that's not Baja Fresh. That's Baja Catch and Grill.
Catch and Grill.
But yeah, there's a bunch in the Los Angeles area.
Okay.
Culver City, San Diego. So
I mean, Knicks make a playoff run, to the finals. There's one at Oklahoma City.
Is there?
All right. I'm in.
Is there one in OKC?
Love it.
Yeah.
They got a Baja Fresh? Wow.
Hey,
Yep,
Pete,
Norman,
how
Oklahoma.
about I send the kid to get some Baja Fresh?
There's some Arizona, there's some Nevada, but yeah, we
All right.
lost it.
Next West Coast trip.
But there's a lot of options here. You know, you got your Chipotle, very very beloved.
I'm a Moe's guy.
Yeah, I love
You
Moe's.
got Moe's Southwestern. You know, they don't want to commit to Mexican. They're just Southwestern.
Right.
And what's the other? Qdoba.
Yes. Qdoba's pretty good.
You know,
That's not bad.
Pretty good.
And then there's one other one. What's the other one?
It's not Mexican, but Cava, Mediterranean is pretty good.
It's not even close to the same thing.
Not really.
What the
It's
hell?
actually
and you know what?
better than what you
Mediterranean
mentioned.
and
You know what?
Mexican.
If you want to be
Taco
honest.
Bell's not nothing.
Well, hold on.
I love Taco Bell.
Hold on. Everyone calm down for a second. We've lost control. We're losing the plot.
This is the plot.
No.
It's CNN.
We are off course now.
Yeah, now we're off course.
Let's get right.
Jacob starts throwing in Mediterranean restaurants.
You know, Mexican, Mediterranean. Same
it's right
globe.
there. They both have food, and then
the China chef makes a really nice sesame chicken.
But Ollie's great Chinese food, and then Don goes all the way to Taco Bell, which I love. But that's a different area. These places we're talking about pretend they're not fast food. Taco Bell, they own their fast food.
But you know what? There's a time where you get a hankering for
diarrhea.
No. I had Taco Bell a couple of days ago.
Did fine. What did you get? What was the old order at the Taco Bell?
I do like the 5-layer burrito.
Oh wow!
But they make them smaller now than they did back in the day.
They really do.
Well, and they eliminated my burrito. They got rid of the 7-layer.
And
You
I
know
get
what's not bad?
I get a couple of soft shell tacos. I'm good.
Penn Station, Dos Toros.
Dos Toros is amazing.
That's what I
There's
was
the
looking
one.
for.
There
I was
it
looking
is.
for Dos Toros. I did a
Not
thing.
bad.
Guys, I did a thing with Dos Toros in like 2017, 2018. I did a promotional thing with Hot 97 in them. And in addition to payment, they gave me a lifetime card.
Come on.
Now, the lifetime card wasn't truly lifetime. I believe it had $1,000 on it, which is basically lifetime.
I mean, you probably would die.
Right. It's a lot of Qdoba. And I'm not kidding. I think I probably went like 8 times. I brought it back, and then Vape Ape era happened.
Wait, do you still
I lost control.
Do you
of
still have
things.
this card?
I think I brought it in once, and I was like, guys, any chance there's anything still going on with this? And they're like, no, this is a wrap. And I was like,
oh man,
didn't take advantage. I had a few nights.
Dos Toros, we're in business.
What was the place in Breaking Bad?
Super no.
No.
Crazy Pollo.
Pollo
Rico. Pollo. What is the Pollo place? Something Pollo.
Yeah, definitely Pollo.
That
It's
looked
Los
good.
Pollos Hermanos.
Yes, Los Pollos
And I
Hermanos.
think there is
Chicken
one
Brothers.
in New Mexico. I think they did open it.
Of course they did.
Like you dream about.
A lot of things going on there.
Speaking of things you dream about.
In the back.
I dream of a day where there's more NFL football on television because there's not enough.
Not enough.
Well, guess what? Those dreams have become a reality because now the Green Bay Packers, as we live and breathe, will visit the Rams of Los Angeles in the NFL's first ever Thanksgiving Eve game.
Wednesday.
She loves.
They're gonna
Hey,
ruin
Cone,
it. They're gonna
you
kill
want
it.
some Baja Fresh?
They're gonna kill it dead. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Wednesday
Let's not
night.
forget the.
We knew this was coming.
It was also announced that Netflix is going to get the NFL Honors Show during Super Bowl week.
That's a must watch.
No, who cares?
I will tell you this, though. They'll probably, Netflix, because it's part of their limited NFL package, they'll probably hype it up and make it more of a thing than it was previously. Where it got kinda-
more celebrities involved.
But
right?
it was already like they'd been going pretty hard with it these days. Big celebrity involvement, primetime television. It's just I never cared to watch.
I don't remember because we called it something different in Hawthorne. But what did they call the day before Halloween?
Day before Halloween. Oh, that's a thing?
Halloween Eve?
No, it's a thing. Where you kind of throw toilet paper in the trees and everything.
Right.
We called it Goosey Night for some reason in Hawthorne. But that's not what everybody else calls it.
What is it
I
called?
forget, but yeah, Don's right. I can't remember.
Damn it.
You guys don't remember?
Oh, I know what it's called.
She loves.
Well, they're going to have a football game then.
Oh, yeah.
A Halloween Eve.
Halloween
Or how
Eve.
about just having a Halloween game?
Halloween Eve.
But Halloween's on a Tuesday, Commish. That's all right.
We can do it.
We'll make it work. We'll give them 2 weeks off
that.
after.
We'll read right into football.
Just
That's
keep on
good.
going. Now, I have some more international NFL action for you, folks. Here's your official full schedule for international delight. Give me my NFL music, please, because this is big. It's coming. There we go. There it is.
Scrambling.
He found it, though. He did it. All right, week 1. Don, we're going to
Madrid?
Mexico?
Mexico.
Melbourne?
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
No,
That's
okay,
right.
I'm not going to stand for it.
I talked to Jar. He said he would have corrected you.
Thanks. I told you they can't help it.
And you know what? I'd tell him to shut his mouth.
49ers Rams, like you always dreamed of, in Melbourne, Australia.
The Australians dreamed of it.
Week 3, we go to the hotbed of American football known as Rio de Janeiro. The Ravens and the Cowboys, which gets us into our London schedule, weeks 4, 5, and 6. Now,
You got to do it again. Where are they going to be?
foggy London town, yeah?
Thank you.
The week 4 matchup would be my Washington Commanders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, a rivalry unlike any other.
Indianapolis.
That's all happening, folks. You know what they say when Daniel Jones and Jaden Daniels get together. Throw out the record, but that tosses them right out.
Throw it out.
You know what, though? I will say this. Depending on the timing of it.
There we go.
I mean, it would be fun. A little foggy London town trip with the fam.
When?
Put Maya in a little cute.
September?
It's week 4. Season's not over yet. You still have hopes and dreams.
Put in a little petticoat.
Yeah, a little
Adorable.
cute, And like that way, the Commanders can end up 5-12. I won't know by week 4. You could be 0-3 and still believe.
You're still
you
in.
still believe it.
You're still in.
Still leave.
Now,
They won't be
week 5 is when. Thank you, Don. I hope you're right. Week 5, we get into the Jaguars' home schedule. The Eagles and the Jaguars in week 5, and then, oh man, is it a Thursday? Nope. It's a London game. The Texans and the Jaguars. Oh man,
God.
A clash for the ages.
What did they do?
What did England do?
What are they? Are they going to go to war with us now? They're going to send ships over.
You know how many great
The
things-
redcoats are coming.
They're
The
gonna lose
redcoats are
again.
coming.
Yeah, I mean, did Elton John not do anything good in this world?
Yeah, come on.
What about Princess Diana? She was lovely.
They gave us
All
the
that they
Beatles.
gave
We're
us.
giving them this.
I know. They send the Beatles and we send back the Texans and the Jaguars.
We send Trevor Lawrence and C.J. Stroud.
I
Here.
thought the Revolutionary War was over. We're still fighting. All right, here we go. Week 7. When you think Steelers Saints, I know the only city you think of. Gay Paris. That's
Yeah.
right. Paris, France for the Steelers and the Saints.
Well, that does make sense.
Oh, the
I could just.
Yeah, I mean, okay,
could
a
just
little bit.
picture. I could just picture somebody walking around the streets of Pittsburgh with a po' boy going, I'd rather be in Paris. I'd rather be in Paris.
Well, it's not their home game. It's the Saints.
It's a Saints home game, if that helps.
Makes
Well, I'm
sense.
just saying that
It
the
makes sense.
Steelers travel. I'm sorry, the Steelers travel more than the Saints. There'll be more Steeler fans there than Saints fans.
For sure, for sure. Danny from Long Island will be there, wearing a little beret, eating beignets, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, and just imagine that the French-speaking Saints fans from Louisiana go to Paris and they hear that accent
How would
with
it sound?
French sound. They might punch him in the face.
Well, what would
They might think it's an alien.
What would Cajun Don have to say?
Weird by his wife and his mom.
French fry. See him on Saturday, see him on Sunday. I don't even know the boy.
But they're going to be
French fried potatoes.
I don't know how we ended up doing. That has nothing to do with New Orleans.
I'm going to tell the defense to fold that kid in half.
Yes, it does.
Wait, no, French fried taters? No, it doesn't.
That's Ed Ogeron, the former coach of LSU.
We're talking about
French
people
fried-
from Louisiana who speak French, but with that accent.
I don't even.
They're going to go to France and they're going to get punched in the face.
No, but the
They're going to think they're being made fun of.
But did Ed Orgeron, I mean, maybe this is true that we were doing Ed Orgeron. You were doing the French fried potatoes, which is whatchamacallit.
Right, from
You had
Sling
Billy
Blade.
Bob. It's Sling Blade.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not New Orleans.
That was not New Orleans.
All right, let's talk about something that makes sense. Okay,
Why
the
start now?
Bengals and the Falcons
Yeah.
in Madrid.
Oh.
I mean, come on. Let's just talk about things
Again,
that
what
go.
did they do to us? These nice people in Madrid.
Well, how about this? The next week you go to Munich, and you have week 10, the Patriots and the Lions. Talk about two random teams that just don't go together at all.
After what Germany did, they deserve the Texans and the Jaguars.
I know. And they get the Patriots Lions, not bad. And then lastly,
They're going to build another wall.
week 11 to not see it, you mean. And then week 11, the Vikings and 49ers in Mexico City. That is your 11-game international
I love
schedule.
it.
Thank you.
And
now, tomorrow we'll get the rest of the schedule to not care about.
Finally.
A complete unloading.
What time
Tomorrow.
is that? What time are they unloading the
8
schedule?
p.m.
Yeah, but
you know what?
It's gonna leak like a sieve.
Yeah, we're going to know. We'll be putting it all together all day.
Jets, Dolphins, 3 a.m. on
It's
Cartoon
just gonna
Network.
pour right out.
We typically do get it from the beat guys unofficially sometime within the 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock hour usually.
Now,
So.
a couple of things I need to get off my chest.
Please.
Mischief night.
Ah,
So there'll be a
Ah.
Mischief night game.
Yep.
I think it's going to be on Paramount. And then, listen, Jake does this to me all. I love Jake. All right, he sends out on the social media about the greatest debuts, and I'm getting it. People think I'm saying like rookie seasons because they're like, oh, well, Matthew Schaefer.
But it says debut.
But debut, people think of debut season when they see Judge. Like you see Derek Stepan, nobody's thinking about like the greatest rookie season ever. We just put debut game. We got a simple. These people are all high.
That's true. I'm sorry this is upsetting you.
It's very upsetting. Now, you mentioned it earlier, but let's just show love. Matthew Schaefer wins the Calder Memorial Trophy as the NHL's Rookie of the Year. By the way, the first unanimous choice in 33 years.
Timu Solani.
18 years old. We love Timu Solani. Does he follow you on Twitter?
I don't think so.
I'm
He
sorry.
had a great goal celebration.
That was the best.
And a great
In
name.
Winnipeg. Threw the glove
Threw
up.
the glove in the air. And
I got to interview him after he won the Cup in Anaheim on the ice. It's nice. Nice.
Wow.
Well, no, I don't think I don't know if he does social media.
Timu Solani
he drove some nice cars, man. He had some beautiful cars. Sports cars.
Really? I didn't.
Drop. Don't you consider it a name drop, Don, that Alan knows the cars that Timu Solani drove?
It
gave name drops.
Insinuating that there's like a relationship.
Yeah, he's driven around with them.
Because I don't even know what car you drive, and I work with you 4 hours a day every day. Honestly.
No, yeah, you do.
Well, it just shows you how close I was to him. He would just drive.
What does
past
Alan?
Me.
What does Alan drive?
And I saw him.
No idea.
No,
I know what you drive. Let's see, you drive a Cadillac SUV thingy.
Yeah, because XT5. What was something like that.
I see that.
But you walked me basically to my car on accident last night.
On accident.
I did, and I knew, but you saw I stopped because I knew it was your car.
Yeah.
Didn't you read ads for the car that you drove for like 3 years on the K Show?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. There. I read a lot. You can't put
That's
together.
the same car you got?
Well, you can't put together what kind of car it is.
Zero.
But no, the brand.
None.
From the Reeds.
Zero.
Alan?
Nothing. No, not even close. Toyota? No idea.
No, you don't recall any.
Saturn.
I think
Saturn. Yes. Oh, that'd be awesome if it was a Saturn.
Jacob, you want to weigh in here?
Yeah, I think I know, but I'm not gonna.
I think it's a German.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Yeah.
would agree with that.
Here's a hint.
It's a number.
Here's a hint. The Patriots and the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the right path.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
I
you
don't
got
know exactly.
No, but you said
You got a
German.
Mercedes Benz?
There you go.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
you
nice.
get
From the Pepe article.
that. White Plains.
The name
Pepe Auto
you've trusted
Group.
since 1968.
Thank you, Anthony, for paying attention.
I had to read the reads all the time.
That's right.
No, I shut down. I apologize.
That's okay. All right.
He
Sure.
was reared by his wife and his mom.
What? Now, you want to hear? Let's hear a little Kenny Albert from last night, shall we?
No, not even close, actually.
No, it's not.
How about from,
this?
I don't know, this time from 11 years ago?
You brought up the Derek Stepan.
Yeah, but it's a goal that was scored 11 years ago today.
All right, here we go. Stepan and Fair. Again, a
lot of
stalemate.
Stepan
Now the
on the show
Rangers control.
today.
Yandel out for Girardi. A drive. Stop. Rebound. Score. Rangers are headed to the Eastern Conference Final. Derek Stepan with the overtime winner on a rebound. Rangers move on to face the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Rangers win Game 7 at 11:24 of the first overtime.
I was there.
Did you know today?
Me too.
Stepan.
Yeah, I was going to say, some of the people who've done color for you, their nickname should be Derek Stepan.
That was very good.
Thank you. We've done a lot of Derek Stepan today.
Yeah.
Imagine one of his family members
his
was
ears are
driving
ringing.
around.
Well, it helps that you have Anthony on the show. Although I stand by him being on my list, so hat trick in his debut, and I got to call it. None of the calls though available.
No.
They're stored away.
No, those are gone.
We have this one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
from
one
11 years ago.
11 years ago, it's there.
Don, further back. No,
meanwhile,
nothing.
it's Babe Ruth's birthday, and the fans playing calls from this 33 World Series. All right, that's what you get.
I love you, Don.
Listen, you guys don't want to do the hip thrust thing before every every show.
By the way,
No, I don't.
did the Mets really do that
well,
too?
they half did it, which is typical of the Mets.
So they stole the awkward giant celebration
and did it improperly,
and then also did it wrong.
Yeah.
Listen. And they won, though. You want to win? We should do it.
Here's Brandon Nimmo's perspective on New York now that he's no more in New York.
It is a lot more laid back, and there's just not necessarily, I wouldn't say less responsibility, but it's a whole lot easier. And so there is a certain type of player and type of person that it takes in order to be in New York, and I understand that better now. I just grew up in it, so I didn't know any different. But now I do. I would have more apathy and be able to understand a little bit more coming from Texas now and being there for a little bit. Yeah, it's just different. New York.
Okay, thank you, Brandon. But
yeah, because the Cowboys can hold a walkthrough during a World Series game and get more attention. That's the way it is. I don't think it's a lack of caring. It's just that.
But he's talking about how it's just more laid back. It's more chill. You don't feel the intensity every freaking
I'm sure
day.
you don't think you feel intensity though if you're a Cowboy because there's more fans.
But his point is that, and you don't think Devin Williams, right? Noticing how much media is here.
That'll
all the time?
do it for ENN. Brought to you by Fanatics Fest NYC, July 16th to 19th. Tickets at fanaticsfest.com. And don't forget, hey Tone, you want some Baja Fresh?
Oh.
I got my speech tomorrow at The Rock.
Good luck, Don.
At 8:30, and I'll be back here at 3.
This is Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
I used to think Philly was a sports town. I don't know if it is anymore.
This was like a soul-sucking type performance. You took everything out of them that you could possibly take and then left town.